And make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order. We were playing almost seed bead roulette there, weren't we, right? Yes. We were literally right on the edge, because can you see there's an edge just here at the desk there? Can you see? And I was like, how far do you reckon I can go? How far do you think I can go before it falls? We were on the edge there. We like to live right on that precipice. Hello and welcome to the precipice that is The Late Show. Lovely to have your company. I'm Vicky and I'm going to be with you all the way through until 10 o'clock this evening. It's a bit of a big one tonight. It's an absolute beehive of activity, but there's also a lot of opportunity today. Seed bead day means that you've got seed beads, but on top of that you also have some fantastic additions. Hark! What is this beside me? Yes, we are launching brand new the Bead Embroidery Jewellery Projects book by Jamie Cloud Erkin, and we are bringing you an exclusive opportunity for us. We've never done this before. This is very exciting for us. This is a brand new book that we're bringing you today, and I can tell you now. And I can guarantee that I'm going to get at least 100 people messaging in asking me to put this on for pre-order. No pre-order. This will be live launch exclusive. The reason that we're doing it as a live launch exclusive is because, well, the last time I did a book, I had double the quantity of what I've got now, and in reality we sold out probably faster than I've ever sold anything within the history of presenting here. So with that in mind, I've got to say categorically this is a live exclusive launch offer, and it's happening at 8 p.m. You've got to be watching there. Not even going to give you half an hour pre-order or even 10-minute pre. If I do that, I'm so scared that we'll sell out before the live deal that I can't make take that risk. So with that in mind, just based on the previous history of us offering these books to you, we are going to say exclusive live launch today at 8 p.m. No pre-order, an exciting prospect, because this is all about taking a seed bead and understanding the principles of design and structure, but also then taking that and where you can expand. I know for a lot of you who know of the work, I think the interesting part about it for Jamie is that this is all about exploring the potential and then unleashing that potential in so many different ways. It's about taking step-by-step projects, but also giving you so much more confidence to then explore your own avenues of design from seed beads. This is a book that I know a lot of you have talked about. I know a lot of you have given great reviews about. So if you like the idea of getting hold of it and you haven't yet got it, 8 p.m. live launch. It's an exclusive quantity at a live launch deal. And what I mean by that is the fact is that I don't have the quantities that I have previously had when I've launched a book. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of bigger quantity where we would give you a pre-order. Live launch at 8 o'clock because of the quantity. First come, first served. And it's, goodness me, a very, very exciting. I've already got messages in coming. Why no pre-order? Give us a pre-order. We're not doing the pre-order. That's it. I can't take the risk. So that's how it is. 8 o'clock, and I look forward to having your company then. We will do a countdown so everybody will have the same chance to get hold of the deal. Everybody will get the same opportunity. It's a fantastically full project book, this one. It's going to give you a huge amount of opportunity to design within seed beads. 30 stylish projects plus 16 variations on those 30 projects. So you've got masses, and I do literally mean masses of ideas, designs and inspiration within this one book, thanks to Jamie Cloud Erkin. So great news is we've got it. We've got a decent quantity in proportions to perhaps, you know, the quantities that we've had previously for some of the books. We don't have quite that significance, but we have enough to go around for a live launch. That's 8 o'clock this evening, and I look forward to having you company. I'm really excited about it. I feel like we should have some kind of timer ticking us down. Ding 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 ding. That would go on for a very long time though, because it's 2 hours time. We have got the wonderful Katie joining us this evening. Hello.
Hello.
I said to Katie just before we came to air, every time I see you look different. She likes to keep me on my toes. She's like some kind of Inspector Clouseau where you've got different disguises I love the colour in there.
Oh, thank you.
Let's say that. Whoosh. I think you look amazing.
Midlife crisis, I think they call it.
I tell you what, if that's a crisis, I'm having one, because you look amazing.
Oh, thank you very
Absolutely
much.
cracking. And the kits tonight, woo!
I know, amazing, absolutely amazing.
I mean, they are full, first of all. They are, I would say, abundant in jewellery making potential.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, there's so much potential for different. I mean, I know we're on seed bead day, but if you don't particularly want to take it down the seed bead route, you can go
anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I do think I like that. I like the idea of, it's almost like if you're a baker, you don't just want to make a Victoria sponge. You want to be able to make choux pastry. You want to be able to make a nice croissant alongside a nice phyllo. You know, we all like a good phyllo. The thing is, especially on a Monday night. And the thing is, phyllo pastry. I love phyllo, don't you? Oh, it's that crunch when it goes.
I make my mince pies with phyllo pastry. I do,
Do
like
you?
little parcels, put bits of mincemeat in there, nice sweet mincemeat for Christmas, and then little parcels, and then a little bit.
All right then, little posh one. I mean, I'm going to the local corner shop and buying mine the night before, but all right then, I make a good phyllo pastry.
Yeah, as well, you know.
We've got loads and loads of opportunity to really enhance your Jewellery Maker designs today. We're going to give you plenty of seed beads, and we're going to start the evening with some seed bead bundles, just to get you, I guess, get you warmed up for the big show. the big deal. And we have got coming your way to kick start the show. I tell you what, this is a beautiful combination of colours. What a beautifully elegant collaboration of seed beads. You are going to get the wire alongside this bundle as well. So this is our first evening show seed bead bundle. If we're going to do it the first, we're going to do it in style, and we're doing it with the elegance of that pink mist quality. You've got pink and silver Miyuki seed beads, plus you've also got 0.4mm gauge in your silver plated copper wire. You've got all of this, and I think it's got this hue of femininity, subtlety and elegance, you know, almost capturing the Jane Austen moments of life, you know, the times where you kind of want a Mr. Darcy coming from the lake.
Yes, please. That would be very, very nice.
I mean, I never got that. You know, when everybody went through that phase where they just thought Mr. Darcy coming, you know, when he was all wet after he'd had his swim in the lake and walking up. I never got that, right? Then I watched it not that long back. I got it. I mean, at that moment, I went, oh, I see where they're coming from with that. Maybe it's an age thing they've just said in my ear. Maybe it's a cheeky thing, boys. Just cheeky, that. We've got for you an amazing combination. Feminine, elegant. You know, got that beautiful subtlety of sophistication in this combination of seed beads. You've got a really lovely combination here. You've got, first of all, 10 meters of your silver plated wire. That's 0.4mm gauge. So that's a really versatile gauge to be able to work with. Not just with seed beads, but within a number of different designs and techniques with jewellery making. Plus, on top of that, you've also got your 6Os in your Baroque Pearl blush. Then you've got your delicate matte in your transparent pink mist. These are your 11Os, so those are your smaller seed beads. And then you've got your Duracoat galvanized silvers in your 8O. So a really lovely, feminine, elegant mix of seed beads that are going to give something different to your designs, lift them to a natural state of I would say, you know, sophistication. You've got that guarantee with this mix, just in terms of the colour tones, in terms of the texturing of the obviously the seed bead pearls. They really do work and give texture. You've got, of course, on top of that, your wire to work with it, and altogether £20 and 95 pence is all you pay. Now, obviously, I'm showing you the versions of the different, but you are getting a lot of seed beads to work with. You are getting a lot of jewellery making potential here, and you look at this amount and you go, well, that's not going to go far. Actually, the reality is with seed beads, they go some serious way to make some incredible jewellery, and I will just show you there on top of that fantastic arrangement. I've not seen the Baroque Pearl blush seed pink seed beads.
No, I haven't. I think I've worked with I've had ivory ones before, but definitely not the blush pink. They're absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And again, these are really, really versatile because of the central hole. It can actually take a number of materials through it. So.
And actually, I think in some ways, because it is a seed bead, it still has that guaranteed shape.
Yeah.
But it also has a little bit more texture. It's got a little bit more something different about it, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And that could create something really elegant for your jewellery designs. And I do think that's important. You know, if you've got an idea of what you want to create, sometimes you just need to see a bundle like this, go, ah, that's it. I wanted something elegant, soft and feminine, sophisticated and elegant, but actually I didn't know what I wanted to make it with. I didn't know how I was going to create that look. This is giving you that inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with all of these colours as well, and with the wire, you could make something like a tiny little seed bead bow or something just to put onto a hair clip.
Gorgeous.
So for bridesmaids, or even just every day their kids going back to school soon, so they might want something nice to wear.
Yeah, and I think the thing is when it's these kind of more softer tones, they're really workable into a lot of different designs, aren't they? They're almost a marriage of colour. They can blend.
Yes,
they can tonally match, can't they? And you've got all of that look for just £20 and 95p. It is seed bead day, so let's make the most of those seed beads while we have them for you. Now, to top it off and to kind of to give you even more of the intent of the day, we are continuing. And obviously, if you make a purchase now with the seed beads, don't forget you've paid your post and packaging for the whole day. That means you can then add the book to your order. Now, I know you've got to remind yourself, because sometimes I've done it myself when you go to other websites and then you go to buy lots of different things, and actually they charge you separately for each thing that they're sending you. Here we don't. One post and packaging for the whole day, so you could buy the book, add this, add that, add anything you want, and you're still only paying 1p&p of £3.95. So make the most of that opportunity of getting your seed beads now to then explore the potential of those seed beads with this fantastic book that we're launching 8 p.m. No pre-order on this, 8 p.m. live launch. We're bringing you another bundle of opportunity for your seed beads, and I think this is a bundle that is genuinely about going so far down the lines of opportunity for jewellery in so many different ways. We're starting, and I mean obviously we have to say to ourselves, how many seed beads, how much jewellery can I make? We're looking here at a combination of your black Mayukis, these are your 11-0s. You've got an amazing colour here. I mean, this is one of those bright colours that just stop you in your tracks. They're classified as opaque red. Pardon? For me, those are a burning, flaming, hot orange. That's the colour for me. Not so red, but more orange, but perhaps that's just my colour toning. Then on top of that, you've also got your opaque ghost grey. Now, I really like these. These are 11-0s, and these are almost a matte finish, so you've really got that I'd suggest perhaps a little bit more of a subtle tonal texture to your seed bead designs. Then on top of that, you've got your galvanised gold seed beads. Big ones, these are your 6-0s, and to top it off, you've also got your light transparent topaz seed beads, and those are the topaz colours of almost like an imperial topaz with those gorgeous, almost, shall we call them, champagne popping, bubbling golden tones that you have. We've had phyllo pastry, now let's have some popping champagne. Well, sounds like a good night, doesn't it? It sounds like a very good night. Put the video on and all fine. Put the VHS on.
Actually, we were talking about that the other day, about on a Friday night when we used to go down to the local video shop to go and pick your video, and
Blockbusters and other such places
were available.
I know they were. Literally. I know, it is funny. My daughter wanted to go and see the Mamma Mia 2 film with me. My friend, and I thought, yep, it's all right, it's PG, yep, fair dues, I'm happy to do that. And I said, well, I think you probably need to watch the first one before you can watch. And she said, okay, can you just download it for me? I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I mean, you've lived with me for 10 years. You want me to do what? And she's like, well, you know, ma'am, just download it. Dad can do it. And I literally just went out. And guess what I did?
Everybody knows that you're a technophobe.
But guess what I did?
Did you do it?
I only went and did it. Look at Pete's face. Pete's like, what? What? Literally, that is it. The world went just a little bit skew-whiff on the day that I did technology. We're back to normal again now, and I can't even swipe my phone without it going. But good news is, I did download a DVD.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. The good news is that we're bringing you a lot of opportunity here. You've got those gorgeous tones that are going to blend and contrast. They're going to really give you crisp qualities. And to top it off, we're going to give you the chance to be able to bring it all together with the Fireline. Fireline in the black colour, I believe. It's the smoke, in fact. And it is your £6 Fireline. 50 yards of this fantastic beadsmith Fireline that gives you the strength to guarantee that when you are working with the seed beads and creating intricate designs, then the good news is this is going to hold it all together. It's going to give you the strength to guarantee that no matter what you're doing, no matter how much you work your thread, it's going to stay tight and it's going to hold all of that luxury of design in place. All of this, look, for just £24.95. I mean, when you start to consider how much jewellery you're going to be able to make, because I think a lot of the time when you look at seed beads, they're so underestimated in terms of the amount that you've got. But when you then translate that into jewellery, I mean, this is a huge amount of jewellery to be made, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I was on the other night, and Zena asked me, like, what sort of price range did I start with? Now, for me, if I'd have known about seed beads when I started jewellery making, I probably, for amount of beadage that you get per pound, as in money-wise, your financial, I probably would have gone for this, because I said I went for nuggets, chips and nuggets, because for me, it was more affordable. But this, you get so much more value out of one tube of seed beads, because you can do so much with it. And for me, this is a great way of kind of experimenting with colours, with styles, and with all sorts of different techniques as well.
And I also think the nice thing is when you've got so much arrangement of different colours, you can really mix and match. You could take the grey and the black, and let's go really subtle on an evening, and then you could go for a real pop of colour with the reds and the golds. You could then actually take the greys and the golds. You could really play. So with that one pot for £24.95, for all of that combination, less than £25, you've got lots of different varieties of opportunity to create your jewellery with. So it's a big offer there. £24.95 is all you pay. Do stay on those phone lines and guarantee that you don't miss out. Now, I've got something that I am really excited about this hour. I mean, when I saw the picture, I had a little bit of a giggly, oh my gosh, how have we got hold of this? And then I've seen the reality, and I'm even more giddy, because for me, this has got to be one of the most outstanding strands of the year so far. And I'm not exaggerating. This really is a showcase of what I'd classify as world-leading qualities of Chalcedony. Now, at this precise moment in time, this is probably one of the biggest offers in terms of jewellery on trend that you are going to get for the year so far. And I'm being really clear, this is the look of the moment in terms of colour. In JCK, which is the big gem fair where essentially all of your big jewellery houses launch, and they go and buy their single stones, and then they announce their big gemstone of the year, etc. This is the gemstone essentially of the year in terms of colour, in terms of texture. The likes of Aquapraise and Chalcedony have absolutely blown the market in terms of design for jewellery houses this year. It's a whopper. JCK, some of the biggest brands were talking about this kind of grade of gemstone, this colour of gemstone, this texturing, this shaping. I mean, this couldn't be any more on point. It couldn't be any better. I will promise you one thing. If you buy this strand, you are going to get a piece of jewellery that will make people stop and stare, that will have people asking you about the jewellery that you've made, because this is the strand that absolutely nails the look for the current fears of 2018 jewellery house jewellery. This is the strand for you today. I'm no doubt about it, and I am absolutely infatuated that this is not just one or two on a strand, but this is a full stacked strand of Chalcedony. This look is 10 minutes away. The deal is just 10 minutes away. So I'm looking forward to being able to bring that to you very, very soon indeed. So if you do want to join us, don't miss out. Now, I've put my screen in a different place today, and I'm going to move it so I can... Right, we're going where? Oh, no. Keep going. Yeah, let's try something else. Let's go for... Ooh, I've got Swarovskis in the Aurora Borealis. Oh, no. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, wowzers. Look at the quality that you have here. You've got this wonderful look in this extraordinary quality of Swarovski. And if I just take one, just one, I mean, the thing is with Swarovski, you don't need a lot for it to go a long way. If you took one of these beads, and because they're 6mm, you can just take one, and you perhaps put it on a single thread or a simple satin cord, something like that, That's all you need for the wrist for it to be a show-stopping piece. I mean, quite simply, a stop and stare quality that you get from this grade of round bead. And it is coated, which means that you get even more reflections of colour. You get even more of that drama within the faceting. You've got 24 to pack. That means essentially you could be making 24 separate pieces of jewellery if you wanted to. 24 individual pieces. And that's because they're 6mm. Normally, you know, if you were going lower, 5mm, 4mm, etc., you'd probably have to stack them and layer them. But actually 6mm of this grade of Swarovski can hold its own on a single stone, can't it?
Oh yes, I mean 6mm is your treasure island. Oh.
Oh, for 24. No, I don't do technology and I don't do maths very well. But £7.95 divided by 24, that seems like a very, very small. What's that per unit? 33 pence. Now, I've just been talking about taking one, and that's it, because the grade of the stone is good enough that actually, in reality, take one of these crystals, place it onto a single thread, a cord, and just sit it on the wrist. That's it, anything more dramatic than that, and wear it like that. That's just going to sparkle and dazzle. It's going to look amazing, just like that. And it's cost you 33p for Swarovski. If you wanted to go over the top, look at this. You could actually put 3 together. Dun, dun, dun. It's cost you 99 pence. I know, but when you think about what Swarovski is in the trade, it's got a really strong reputation and it looks amazing. 3 together, stacked on a bracelet, and you said, I've made you a birthday present, you know, and you normally buy somebody, you know, £20 gift, a £10 gift. Look, that's cost you £1, and it probably looks better than that £20 gift that you were going to give them in the first place. That's what I mean by making your money count. That means that makes such a difference. That's going to cost you, and I'm putting it together, but actually what I'm meaning is you put them 3 stacked aside, maybe on a nice simple head pin, something like that, and then attach either side to a nice satin cord, you know, those kind of, maybe even do a little bit of macrame, some braiding, something like that. Perfect. Maybe you get one of our slider bracelet chains if you want to keep it simple. That's all you need. And it's costing that trilogy, that 3-stone luxury combination of Swarovski, it's costing you 99p. That's brilliant, isn't it?
It is really,
I love that.
Really good.
That deal is brilliant. 24 of those. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Sorry, 21, 20. So you can make 8.
Yeah.
8 of those bracelets, right? You wear one for yourself because that's publicity for your jewellery.
Yeah.
You give a gift and that gets a little bit of conversation, and it gives a nice birthday present that's only cost you, you know, 99p. And then you've got another 6 that you could sell.
Yeah.
You sell them for £5. They've cost you £1 to make, with a little bit of satin cord, and actually your quid's in. You're making money without even thinking about it. I've talked myself into that one now, haven't I? Taught myself into that. I'm like that. Yep, I'll take that. I'll have that. Oh, no, but I've got now, because I don't know about you, but I've flipped into, okay, it's not summer anymore, and I know it's still lovely weather, and I'm not suggesting that I don't want the summer still to stick around, but I've kind of got that. I've just turned the page on the diary, and I've suddenly gone September, October, November, December. September, October, November, December. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're on that.
I think it's 140 something days.
September, October, November, December. September, October, November. How can that be? But that's why I'm on that mission where I'm thinking gifts. I'm thinking, okay, I want to make my money go as far as I can this year. Last year I wasn't as organised, so I spent more money than I needed to. Do you do that? When you get closer to the time, you just kind of go, oh, just spend, rather than give yourself a little bit of time, and you don't have to spend as much, do you? You could be a little bit more savvy with what you make or what you can create for somebody. The time you can invest is free, but actually in reality, the gift can cost a very small amount, but be very, very personal. And actually, to make it personal, what about this for an addition? what about giving this? Do you know somebody who's just taking flight? Perhaps that's somebody who's got a new job or a new part of a new chapter to their lives began. Perhaps they've just had a child, or maybe it's a new job, something like that. You know, maybe it's they're starting college, or they're going to university. Something that means that they're taking flight, something that represents that beginning of something new. And you've got the chance to be able to give them that representative in a beautiful charm. This is a luxury combination, actually, because it's finished with your Swarovski, with your crystal, and it's rhodium plated as well. All of this look and just £14.45. And it's a big look, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that is absolutely incredible. And like you said, flora and fauna, even though we are moving into the autumn time, is still very, very big on the high street and down the catwalk at the moment. Flora and fauna is everywhere, and it's going to be all over the place until next year. So
that sounds like it could be some kind of detective duo.
Flora and fauna, yeah, couldn't it?
Isn't it? Like, it's a bit like Rosemary and Thyme. It's like flora and fauna. Who will they arrest this week? We are, I mean, inundated. I mean, Poo Ian is literally filtering because he's had so many messages about, you can't cope, he says. Oh, he's on the edge. See, I told you this evening, we're right on the edge. We are bringing you this. Now, we're not pre-ordering. I know loads of you are asking about the pre-order event and things like that. We can't. Now, normally we would go with a more substantial quantity, but unfortunately, we don't have the quantity that we normally have when we launch books, so that's why we're not doing a pre-order. We're doing a live exclusive 8 p.m. launch. That is 8 p.m. It's the Jamie Cloud Erkin book, and as you can see here, design and construction, ideas and inspiration for your seed bead jewellery. And I have to say, I've looked through it, and I think it's pretty incredible. 30 separate designs plus varieties on that, which takes you probably to 40, nearly 50 different pieces of jewellery that you could create. And that's just the start, I think, because the inspiration of this book is that it is about giving you confidence to explore new avenues of design. And that's why it's so very well received by those who've already got it. So if you want this deal, if you want this book, we will be launching the offer. It is exclusive live launch, no pre-order, and it will be happening for you at 8 p.m. Let's go. Woo! Oh gosh. Now these are big. I mean, these are not just good, but these are big. And I'm going to just show you. I'm going to show you about an inch. Okay. Let's say 1.5 inches. And the thing is in that one little cluster there, you've probably got some of the largest chrome diopside you will have seen for a very long time. And we're talking 6x3. We're talking significant size. Just that little cluster there, I will promise you right now, is almost impossible to get hold of elsewhere at the moment. I mean, genuinely, if you go to mine, and actually I know friends who've been out there just recently to do some videoing and some footage from the mine. Literally, it is dust from a lot of the veins that used to produce this gemstone. It's dust. And that's what's quite scary is that, you know, we're reveling in the fact that we've got a 40 carat strand, but the reality is if it was 4 carats, we should be rejoicing. 40 with a 0 on it is extraordinary. To then within that 40 have what is probably 2 inches. I mean, I've said 1 inch, but actually I'd go so far as to say probably 2 inches that are probably larger than you'll ever see this gemstone to be in recent times. This is absolutely incredible. Just think about it. When something is almost impossible to get hold of in size, to then get it in not just one size but in a graduation up to 6x3, that's huge. That is a magnificent there's only 3. Are you joking me? Weird, my producer, stops me in the tracks and says, hang on, Vix, there's 3. Pardon, sorry, that's 3 gone to 2. 2 is already down. Now, okay, we're at 2 chances left, and I'm now down to the final one. Goodness me, that's about size. That centre combination, 6 by 3, 29. Wow, I'd take that 2 inches and I'd pay £30 for it. Okay, 29.90. Live show. It's just a live show. 29.95 is all. The thing is, though, and this is absolutely in all honesty, that 2 inches of chrome diopside for £30 is absolutely extraordinary. For that size, 6 by 3, for that opportunity for under 30, that's amazing. There's 1 available strand. That's it. 1 strand only available. And that is genuinely, I believe, probably one of the only chances you're going to see of this size, this grade of chrome diopside coming under £30 for a very long time, if not forever. And I mean that just simply because we are talking about a gemstone that at current times is first of all not coming from the mine, but second of all, if you go to the mine, it's mainly dust that they're sourcing rather than larger crystals. Extraordinary. Now there's more in baskets than we actually have in stock, so people have put it into the web, but they haven't checked it out. So if you do want to check out, do so now. Now this next deal, it is absolutely a given that if you follow anything in the jewellery house trade, you will understand that this next deal is the must-have. This is, for me, in 2018 stock, this is the one I would 100% commit to. If you're going to get 1 strand tonight, I would 100% recommend it's this one, because you're not going to get this level of opportunity when it's so popular in the biggest jewellery houses in the world. JCK, the auction, the exhibition where some of the biggest names, and I'm talking the biggest names in the industry, launch their branding, launch their collections. They go and buy their one-off gemstones. So you have traders who are literally offering single stones. This is the gemstone. This is the look, and this is your chance to get it. I'm going to say now, this should be a sellout deal, because this is not going to be one of those that you're going to see repeated. This is your star buy. Massive opportunity. Now the phone lines and the web are in lockdown, which means that nobody has access to this deal until the graphics come on. This is your chance. So what we're going to do is pause for a moment. I'm going to show you the opportunity you've got, and then when the graphics come on, don't miss out. Trust me, when it comes to the gem of the moment in terms of visuals, in terms of tonal quality, aesthetic values, in terms of size and shape, this couldn't be any more on that jewellery house trend. It couldn't be any closer if it tried to be the look of 2018 for your big brands. They have absolutely embraced, and some of the big names launched at JCK, this kind of impact colour, this grading of texture, and then this shape, absolute beautiful drop style shape. I'm going to show you it, and then we'll open the phone lines. Web buyers, you'll have exactly the same chance to get hold of this as the phone buyers. Everybody has the same opportunity. It looks like this. And what I'm even more thrilled at is that, you know, we could have got away with giving you maybe half of this quantity on the strand and still charged you double the price tag. I mean, I exaggerate now. We're about to open the phone lines. Web buyers, get ready. It's 3, 2, 1. Now, okay, go, go, go. This is the look for me for 2018. This is the gem. Like, I've already got queues on the phone lines. That's instant reaction that we've got there. Lovely to see you joining us. Thanks so much for picking up the phone. It's a free phone number that you're dialing. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. This is, for me, the closest you're going to get to the ultimate 2018 jewellery house look. Based on shape, colour and texture, this is an absolute must-have. These elongated faceted drops range from 15 by 4 to 40 by 6. So they are absolutely magnificent. Right, queues on the phones and web buys reacting. That's because we're going straight under £30, straight to £29.95. Stay on those lines if you're there. Lovely to know you join. Oh my goodness me. Hang on a minute. Let's just do a quick moment of counting. Just look at this. If this is what I think it is, this is about to get silly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. There's 40 show-stopping gemstones. That means you are looking at less than £1 for each one. Now, if you want to get the jewellery house look of the moment, you're paying less than £1 for that centrepiece. Now, if I take that single stone, just that one, and I put it just there, and I show you that, you don't need anything else other than a simple chain. That's £1. No, it's not even £1, is it? £29.95 divided by 40. What's that working out at? Well, less than 75p. Less than 75 pence for this strand in each one of those. And we're what? And we're not even stopping there. Now that really is why you tune into Jewellery Maker. Oh, so now let's do that maths. £24.95 divided by 40. We were at less than 75p. Now we're at 62 pence for each one of these exquisite stones. Now that's based on the strand that's in front of me, where there's 40 of these delicious Chalcedony stones. This sits alongside the colours of Aquapraise, a gemstone that launched in such an extraordinary way at JCK, where the trade just went absolutely crazy for it. And Aquapraise and Chalcedony, they have that similar tonal quality. They have that almost paraiba tone of colour, but they have this beautiful mystical quality of texture, and that's what everybody's raving about. It's that ethereal quality of internal texture. I can't believe I'm doing this. An absolute treat and a half. Yours for the taking. £24.95 is all you pay. And a huge opportunity here to really create drama. Now the thing is that really, Katie, you've got opportunity to really make your money go far if you're looking for each one of those being centerpieces. That's no problem because the size allows that. But you could also see this as a dramatic full neckline look.
Yeah, for me, definitely I would be just putting perhaps some black spinel rondelles in between each of those droplets and just donning it around my neck and going out and being fabulous.
And the interesting thing is that genuinely is the exact opposite of what I was thinking. And that's what I love about this strand, is that the versatility of the shape and the colour is so impressive that you could go for the drama on the neckline. You could really go to town and create this almost bib style look.
Absolutely.
Or you take one of them and that's it, just one of them, and you could put it on perhaps a lariat length, maybe 24, 36 inch chain, and make it a single drop style on a almost amulet-like style pendant. You've got so much quality here. That, for me, is the strand of 2018. So far, that's the strand for me. I think that is an absolute belter. And anybody who follows the big jewellery house, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That colour and that shape, that quality, amazing opportunity that you have here. And what has been a trend and continues to be, probably in terms of natural gemstones, the biggest trend is on garnet. Garnet at the moment is just, it's a powerhouse within the gem trade. But there are two specific colour types that are selling to the highest bidders, and I'm talking bidding. I'm not talking about trade, I'm talking about auction pricing. Those two colours are mint garnet, which of course is your Zavarites, things like your grossulas, but then you've got one exclusive colour that not just to the gem trade, but actually some of the biggest jewellery professionals talking about, and that's purple garnet, natural purple garnet. The word grape has been bandied around in the last 2 years, and every time it's offered to a natural gemstone, the price is doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and then some. And that's exactly what we've got for you. We have got natural grape purple garnet, natural. That's coming your way end of the hour, and all I can say to you is if you go to your fridge now and you look at that beautiful rich shade of purple to your grapes, then all I can say to you is that this is even better. Now that's a statement and a half.
I want grapes now.
I know.
I fancy a grape.
Yeah. Crushed and then like in a bottle, fizzing, and poured into a glass. That's what you're on about, right?
Yeah. You and me are on the same wavelength.
Exactly. Right, let's get straight to our next treat, and let's... Oh, yes. Well, we were talking about this deal, because this is a little bit of a crazy deal. Because the price that we're about to do, I could very comfortably charge you for traditional length, about 38 centimetres. So I could charge you for this grade of pearl, I could charge you the price I'm about to offer for just this amount. The amount goes on and on. You're getting triple the amount that I would normally offer you, and the price tag is certainly not triple. It's nowhere near the price we need. It's a metre of breathtaking peacock freshwater pearls for just $39.95. And you know that you'll have seen on our channel a 38 centimetre pearl peacock strand for around this price. We have charged that, and we're not shy in saying that. We're very transparent, we're very open with our pricing, and we are absolutely clear in saying we could have charged you for just 38 centimetre strand this kind of price tag. But instead, how about we don't double the length, but we triple the length of what you would normally get, and we give you it all for the same price tag, $39.95. You have here a full exotic plume of colour in this wonderful arrangement of peacock pearls. I've been working just recently alongside a very well-known Bond Street pearl dealer, but I've also worked alongside a pearl farmer in Australia, and interestingly enough, both of them have said the same thing: the price of pearls is rising. And that's not a trade, that is trade to retail. That is literally the pearl pricing of the last 2 years is shifting, and they've been very categoric. The reality is that the availability of pearls is actually lower than it's been for a very long time, because the last 2 harvests have really suffered from natural disasters, natural shock waves in things like the oceans. So pearls are really not that available. So with that in mind, you've got to know that the pricing that we're doing at the moment, we can't guarantee that we'll continue to do. So make the most. That's a metre of pearls for less than £40. Make the most of it while we've got it at that pricing in particular. Right, let's go straight to the same quantity in terms of length, this time in your pure ice white pearls. Now, white in pearls is just a superbly elegant look, because it really offers that shimmer, that sheen, that quality that we love. And I think, you know, when you think of a pearl, you're probably more than likely going to think of that pure ice white pearl that you're seeing here. And you've got that freshwater quality of these luxury rice pearls, a full metre. Let's not underestimate that for this price tag. A full metre of your white freshwater pearls, and all for £42. No, we're not even stopping there. Shall we match the price? We're matching the price of the Peacock Pearls to the white pearls. We don't need to do that. These are pure ice white pearls. You've got the luxury of a meter to work with in the rice shape, and the rice pearl gives a lean elongation, gives a little bit more of a formative shape to work with in your designs. It really creates an elegance in a drop pair of earrings. It creates a drama to a neckline, sophisticated lariat. And you could do a full lariat of pearls at this price tag. For a meter of this luxury combination, you charge just $39.95. What's extraordinary about this opportunity is quite simply is that when I speak to experts who are actually sourcing gemstones, and actually the Australian pearl farmer who I was talking to, the owner of the actual pearl farm, he was saying quite simply that it wasn't just a small amount of loss within the pearls of this harvest. He said probably around 1/3 to 2/3 of the pearls that they would have harvested are not there. And therefore, obviously, supply and demand says if you want pearls, then you have to be prepared to pay a higher price because they're no longer as readily available as they have been. So that's why that price tag could really make a difference to you now. It's a full meter of pearls, a full meter for just $39.95. Congratulations if you got that, because that is a really cracking strand. We have got peach moonstone coming up now. Now, the thing is that moonstone is a fascinating phenomena of a gemstone, and phenomena are few and far between within the gem world. And the reality is that a lot of traders and lots of retailers will charge you a lot of money for phenomena gemstone. I mean, I didn't even get to say that this should be quite considered deal, because it's £3.95. I mean, you have got here your irregular drops in this fantastic arrangement. I really like the fact that you've got that colour spectrum, the softer tones, almost flesh tones, all the way through to your peach blossoms, and then onwards to your more citrus oranges. All of that arrangement matched by that wonderful phenomena of a schiller, because this is moonstone. You've got that wonderful sheen to the surface of the gemstone, creating a lunar-like quality. That's where the name derives from, because of its lunar halo glow. It's called moonstone for that very reason. £3.95 is all you pay for this full strand. And again, you know, it's a big strand. It's not like we're holding back on the quantity. We're not giving you, you know, what could be classified as just enough. We're giving you more than enough for £3.95. Absolute abundance of Jewellery Maker potential. And because these are top drilled, you've got things like the potential for drop style earrings. You've got cascading necklines, tassels. You've got so much to be able to create thanks to the shape, but also the fact that it's top drilled as well. Okay, we're going straight to another fantastic drill. Now, obviously, right beside me is a fantastic book that a lot of you are talking about. The book will be live launching at 8 p.m. today. So we're not pre-ordering on this deal. We haven't got the quantity that we would normally have for our launching of books. So with that in mind, it's a live launch, no pre-order, a live launch. The Jamie Cloud Eakin book that you have here at Bead Embroidery Jewellery Projects. There's 30 projects within this book, but on top of that, from the 30 projects, you've got a further 16 variations. So you've got coming up to 50 different jewellery making designs, inspiring technique. And actually, Jamie says in her forewords, she says this is about giving you confidence. This is about giving you a chance to understand design and construction so that you can go forward with confidence to create the jewellery that you want. And I love the idea of that style of book. I like the idea of step by step, but I also like the fact that okay, now you've got it, go and create something that's yours, that's personal to you. So this is very much about designing to then go forward and create something unique for yourself. So Really, really great book. Jamie Cloud Eakin, this is coming your way. If you've already bought from us today, good news is you can add it to your order. So you don't have to pay an extra postage and packaging when you get this. And we are launching exclusively live on this deal. And I will say to you, the reason that we're not pre-ordering it is because we haven't got enough quantity. And the last time we did a book, well, I did a book, I had pretty much double the quantity and it sold out in a heartbeat. And I don't want to pre-order and then find that we've sold out to the live show, then losing out. So it is going to be live at 8 p.m. the launch. Not long really, if you think about it, an hour and 10. And we have got lots of inspiration still to come from our wonderful Katie, who's going to inspire us with our first kit from 7 o'clock. In the meantime, if you like the idea of matching your seed beads with gemstones, what about these perfect faceted rounds of shaded yellow agate? Oh, very juicy and citrusy, aren't they? They really have got that citrus tang about them, a really bright lift of quality. And you can imagine really playing with the shape of the, what about this? You know, there's your seed beads. Oh, hello, sorry. There's your seed beads. And then you've got, so you could really play with working with your seed beads and your gemstones together. You know, doesn't mean to say if you're working with seed beads, you don't have to solely work with seed beads. No. You can mix and match with your gemstones as well, can't you?
Absolutely. I mean, that colour combination is just perfect.
See, I might even go as bold as to go, what about that as well? Oh, yeah. That's a bit tropical, isn't it? I feel like I would need to book a holiday for that. And I just come off a holiday. I don't know whether the husband will allow me to book another one straight after I've come back from one. But hey, who's going to ask him? £3.95 is all you pay for your fantastic shaded yellow agate faceted rounds. We have got a very special treat for you because we are talking about something that to trade right now is a very, very hot gemstone, but to get it natural, to get it in this grade of colour, and to bring it to you for the price that we can afford to do it, all I can say is this has got to be a star buy. So it's natural. Now that's the first and foremost thing you have to identify with this grade of gemstone, with this colour of gemstone, because natural is the absolute imperative. I 100% recommend that you get the certificate of authenticity with this. It's an extra 25 pence, but it's worth it when you've got the guarantee that you'll then have proof that this is natural and this is that exclusive purple grape colour. Now the gem trade have absolutely embraced the quality of garnet over the last couple of years. In fact, the Tucson Gem Fair of 2018 was all about the grading of garnet. Some of the biggest traders, and actually the whole of the profile of the Tucson Gem Fair that happened earlier on in this year was all about garnet. I mean, garnet was their flagship gemstone. So garnet has a high profile, but to get natural colours of one of the rarest types of garnet, that's where you really do get into exclusive moments like this one. And we are talking exclusive access. This is a gemstone that really holds its own in terms of its beauty, but it's matched by exclusively very rare. The GIA wrote one report on this grade of gemstone. That's how rare it is and how different it is to come by. The GIA have spoken about the quality of this colour, and actually in reality the quality of this colour is truly outlandish, and when you get it home you'll totally understand, 100% understand that this is an exclusive opportunity. All I can say to you is that you can't expect for this to be available on a day-to-day basis. You just can't expect for us to be able to access this kind of offer on a day-to-day chance, and we don't and we won't, and that is unfortunately the reality check of this gemstone, because what you have here is a mix of purple colours that you'll have never seen before. Purple, pyrope and almandine mixed together. Here's the report I was talking about, and I'll just show you the example that they give. And this is the report. If I just hold it like that and see if I can drop it forward so you can see it. There you go. Can you see? It says this is the GIA. If you go to the very top for us, there you go. So this is the Gemological Institute of America. So they've got an amazing learning library, Gems and Gemology. You can see there 2016. Purple, Pyrope and Almandine Garnet. Now let me just show you their leading photograph. Look at the quality of the colours that they have here. Yeah, got it? Now take a look at the strand. What? Do it again, do it again. Play it again, Sham. Play it again. Now that's their leading photo.
Wow.
Oh! Now that's what I mean by how good we are at getting the finest grade of natural gemstones to you. This is the finest grade. I mean, this is par exemplar of natural purple garnet. And we're about to bring you a price tag that you can only expect from us. You can't anticipate this grade of natural purple garnet elsewhere. $69.95 is all you pay for this exclusive opportunity. But the amazing thing is this is a star buy and the price is going even lower. If you want your very own exclusive opportunity, natural purple garnet, textbook quality, £58.95 is all you pay. An outstanding opportunity. And the thing is that you buy in the moment. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You've got 30 days that gives you the freedom that says, if it's not right, send it back. Do your research, you will not send this back. Do even a modicum of research on the grade of this natural gemstone, and I will not expect returns. But at least you know you've got 30 days to make that research happen, to see for yourself the natural quality of this gemstone, because it is totally natural. The luxury of this offer is as a one-off, as the finest goes for garnet of great colours. £58.95 if you've got a phone in your hand, keep it there. We'll process your call as fast as we can. If you're joining us at JewelleryMaker.com, make sure you check out your basket to not miss out. Exclusively priced at £58.95. We've got plenty more to come. The launch of the book. Everybody's asking, 8 PM live launch, and we've got a fantastic kit to take you there.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Well, the next hour or so, I think, will be just us plagued by everybody going, what about the book? What about Vix? Have you forgotten about the book? Don't forget about the... we haven't forgot the book. The live offer that we will bring you for the quantity that we have access to. And this is the thing, right? The reason it's not pre-orderable, the reason that we're not giving you the chance to get hold of it before is because if we did, we could sell out before we even get to the live show. And that doesn't seem fair. And it's got to be, for us, it's about fairness. And so what we are offering is the quantity that we have, which is still decent. It's just nowhere near the quantity that we've had for other books. So with that in mind, we're launching at 8 o'clock. So that's 8 o'clock. We'll do it on the dot. So make sure that you're watching then. And everybody will obviously, we'll do a bit of a countdown to make sure everybody has the same chance. So nobody can pre-order. Nobody's got an advantage of getting hold of it. Not even we can get hold of it. It is what it is. It's 8 o'clock. And I'm looking forward to being able to... 30 projects in there, plus a further 16 variations on the project. So you've got heading towards 50 different projects and 50 different pieces of jewellery, totem jewellery. I know there's lots of people talking about the style of the designs that I know we're all looking for. So this is a great book to give you the confidence to really step out and give your seed beads. That's something special alongside your gemstones. And I guess in some ways, if you're going to get something like this today, you may as well get the seed beads and other additions to work alongside some of the projects that will be in the book. So how about we take you through that with one of our very own seed bead bundles and kits. Now Katie's been working with this, and Katie, this is quite an eclectic combination actually, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, as some of you may know, I'm quite new to seed beading. Well, I've had a few kits now with seed beads, so I thought to myself, it's nice using it with the backing thread and things like that, as we will do, the backing foundation, etc., as we will do in the next kit. But it's sometimes nice to take seed beads away from that kind of situation and mix the mediums and have it with the wire as well as, you know, if you wanted to use it with the wire as well as your backing thread as well, you can do that. And I can explain that later on. But I like the fact that you can mix seed beads with any sort of medium, and
they're really versatile, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I think when we first really, you know, took a step into the world of seed beads and peyote and such like, I think it was almost that it for a lot of us it was, this is how it is and this is how it's going to be. But actually in reality I think seed beads have offered so much potential variety of jewellery making. There's so many different almost fingers in pots of technique that you can be inspired by, and this kit is just like that, because you're not just going to get the seed beads, but you're going to get seed beads and you're going to get wire as well. So this is a real play of texturing and design. I think hopefully the combination here is that you're going to get your fire polished seed beads, your Miyuki seed beads, plus your super duos, and you're going to get your bare copper wire. So it's a really flavoursome combination of jewellery that you're going to be able to make thanks to the offerings of this combination. And the combination gives you 10 metres of your 1mm gauge wire, then it gives you a further 10 metres of your 0.6 and your 0.4, 0.6 and 0.4. So you're going to get 30 metres of your bare copper wire, and that's the start, perhaps you would call it the foundations to then build upon your jewellery. And on top of that, we're then going to bring you a combination of your 4mm dark bronze, that's these ones, your 4mm dark bronze fire polish beads. These you're getting 38 in total within this strand, and they really have got that wonderful warm quality about them in their tones and their reflections of the bronzes and the goldens and the coppers that come sitting off the surface of the gemstone. Delightful strand that you have there. So you're getting 38 individual beads within that strand. Plus on top of that, you're going to get a variety of your Miyukis and super duos. So you're going to get, first of all, you're going to get your greens, which are your beautiful sea green galvanized Duracoats, and these are your 8Os. Then on top of that, you're going to have your 11Os, and these are your lined root beer seed beads, and they really are offering that similar quality of metallic copper edged tones to your designs, and I think very complementary, that mix of tones of seed beads. And then to drop in, we're also bringing you your super duos. Now anybody who's worked with a super duo will know that it can be quite a transformation of a piece of jewellery when you're using your super duos, and they're called super duos because essentially you're getting a duo of holes. It almost looks like a little Zorro mask, doesn't it, that you have here. I am the super jewel, and it's your jet black crystal beads. That was just my impression of Zorro, obviously. Yes, yeah. Did you get that? Antonio Banderas, I always think of Zorro. And you have here, so you've got a mixed combination of your super duos, your Miyuki seed beads, your fire polish beads, and you're getting 30 metres of your bare copper wire, all for one price tag. Wow, that's low. $21.95 is all you pay. $21.95. That's a lot of seed beads and wire for that, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, the wire is fantastic because it's the bare copper wire as well. You can use it with patinas and things like that, and it just looks fantastic. It's like a good pair of jeans that age very well. You know, or a piece of leather. The older it gets, the better it gets, like a whiskey or something.
I do think with bare copper, you actually are almost anticipating it looking better in a year's time than it does when you first made it.
Yes,
I also think that it's one of those that once you've worked with, you really do get an inkling for it. I think a lot of people can often go, oh, bare copper, I don't know how to work with that. And actually it is one of those, once you've tried it, you really do get that vibe that it's such a popular medium for a lot of our jewellery designers. And I do want to say, you know, with these kind of prices, these are the prices to give it a go. You know, if you haven't worked with your bare copper before, at this price point, this is the chance to be able to do it without worrying about whether it is a good price or not, or whether you can afford to play with something that's new. Because this is such a great deal, you may as well make the most of the chance of trying it and working it alongside things that potentially you have worked with. For example, the likes of your Miyuki seed beads, or of course your Duracoats. All of that is yours for just $21.95. And I think what's impressive about the jewellery that you can see that's been made by our Katie is actually it's very dramatic jewellery. For seed beads, you often think about delicate, you think small, you think very intricate. But actually, because of the bare copper wire, you can make something dramatic. You can make something quite standoutish, can't you? And instead of always being kind of afraid of the fragility of perhaps the detail and the design and the delicacy, actually this creates a bold statement of seed beads. And I quite like that because we don't often see that, do we? And I think that the bare copper is what perhaps makes it a little bit more confident, a little bit larger in terms of the drama of the jewellery. It's really worked. Really worked.
I love this. I mean, steampunk is. I do love a little bit of steampunk, as you may know. But you know, I just think that this sort of thing, as I said, with the seed beads, you can take it down any route you want to. And again, like you say, sometimes you can feel that seed beads are very intricate and very, very delicate, which is absolutely fantastic. But sometimes you want to kind of go outside the box and say, right, okay, then seed beads, what can you do for me?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and this is, I love the fact that you've, with the bare copy, you've also created your own chain. So you've not just given us the freedom of working with the bare copper with the seed, but you've actually gone, but you can make it from start to finish, can't you? And I think that's because of the versatility of the different gauges, because you are getting the 1 mil, this 0.6 and the 0.4. It gives you the chance. Torque necklaces, solid necklaces. You got, you know, a little bit of anything from this wire. £21.95 is all you pay for this fantastic combination. What are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to show you a combination of a couple of things. I'm going to show how I created the cog style pendant.
Yeah, that's
just
funky.
Because it is actually quite simple. And then you can fill it in with the seed beads if you wanted to, and I can sort of talk through that for you. So literally I took probably about an arm's length of the 1 mil wire. Obviously I'm not going to do that now because otherwise we'll be...
Yeah, we'll be there.
Like
okay,
this, you know.
But you did.
But that's how much I literally just measured out from one shoulder all the way down to my hand there. So, you know, and then that just depends on how big you want your pendant to be. So literally I've done that, and then all I'm going to do is eyeball the middle-ish. And then what I'm going to do is just going to pop in my flat nose pliers just here. Okay, and I'm just going to hold that up if I come up to there. There we go. And I do apologise, I've got glue on my hands at the moment, so if you see a little bit of glue, then I do apologise. Right, so I'm just bending up our wire, so we've literally got a nice kind of shape of a square. And then what I'm going to do is I'm literally using the width of our flat nose pliers, and then I'm going to bring that down to that way, and then we're going to go, so we're going into each angle every time, and then move that back round to there, and then come back up, and then go back into the angle, and it's literally just the width of our flat nose pliers. Now if you haven't got flat nose pliers, you can still do it with the chain nose pliers. So if you've got your brand new kit, your new to jewellery making kit, if I just show you on these pliers here, as you can see you've got a nice width just on either side there. So obviously you could still do it on the chain nose, but because you've got a thicker width there, just on here you can just do it right at the edge there as opposed to right at the front. So if I just show you that there with this as an example, and then if you just come up that way and then bring that up now, as you can see there, it's just that little bit bigger, but obviously it's just exactly the same. So you don't need the flat nose pliers for that, you can use your chain nose pliers. And then you're literally just going to create your now, what is this called on a castle?
Crenellations. It is. It's so-called crenellations. Oh. Can I just say, I went on holiday to Wales. I went to the Isle of Anglesey, and we went to a castle, and we went with some friends, and our friend's husband, we were talking about this, and he's a man who's got so much amazing knowledge. You know, one of those people who you'd really like to be, because they just know something about everything with great knowledge, and I love that kind of person, because I'm so far removed from that. And I promised that I would walk away with one piece of information, one word that I would always be able to remember. And genuinely, we were away for 3 days with our friends and his family, and literally every day I'd go, so what's that word you need to remember? Crenellation! And it came up. Oh, I so need to play this to him. I'm so going to find it and like kind of clip show and go, look, Sheila, I used it.
Well, remember, 7:15,
crenellations.
So that's what you would do there, and then when you've done as much as you want to...
When you've been crenellating for as long as you want.
You would then pop that, like, either in a mandrel, ring mandrel or something round. And then I've just bound the top there with the 4mm wire, and then literally all I'm going to do is just come in with my hammer, and we're just, there we go, we're just strengthen that up, and that just strengthens that up. Then you can, if you wanted to, you could fill this in with seed beads. So you'd literally just get your seed beads onto your 1mm wire, and then just literally thread them on, and then you can fill it in, like, so you're colouring in basically with seed beads. So that's that pendant out of the way and done.
Crenellated.
So then the next one we're going to do is the one that kind of looks a little bit like, now my husband's going to kill me because I've forgotten the word that it is, but it's like an electric coil type
spiral
thing. Yeah.
No, not that. No, that bit.
No, this necklace on here. There we go.
Oh,
so
that.
Yeah, so it's a bit like either the inside of a light bulb or a circuit type thing. A filament, that's, yeah, something like that. But
it's like, you know what it is? It's like, can you remember those things that you used to go around?
Oh, at the fair.
That's what it reminds me of. I just let that.
Or it could be one of those. So I've literally taken some of the 4mm wire and I've coiled it just around the 1mm wire, and then at the end here I've taken some of our super duos and then popped those onto the end. So if I just show you how I've done that, just grab a couple of these here. So we can pop.
But you're just going through a single one?
Yep, 2 and 3. If you wanted to go back through, and then you could put a seed bead in between there, it sort of makes it a little bit more decorative if you wanted to. So just bring those down, and we're just going to get them to sit quite nicely for me, will you? There you go. I'm just going to hold them there, and then we'll just wrap our wire around a couple of times. So 1, 2 and 3, like so. Okay. Right. Pop that like that. And now we've got our gizmo bit on the bottom there, and I'm just literally going to use my round nose pliers, or you could just use your fingers, and we're just going to literally nicely just create our coil nice and organic, and then bring that back up to there. So you want your two ends to be facing away from you, and then I've already gone ahead and gizmoed some of the wire there. Now there's plenty of videos and things like that on our YouTube channel and also on our Facebook page as well about the gizmo, so you can pop along there and have a look at how we make them. I'm just going to thread those onto there like so, and then obviously the ones on the necklace that I've actually made is a little bit bigger than that, but if you wanted to you could stretch out just a little bit, bend it and bend it back round, you know. So we've got Halloween coming up, you could do sort of some sort of like Frankenstein-y sort of jewellery if you wanted to. Make it all gothic, and then you've got that there, and then I'm just going to pop in a couple of wrap loops. So I'm just going to cut that from the top there and bring that in here just for our connector, and wrap that around once and twice like so, and it's really nice and malleable, so no worries on that score. And bring that back up like so. We'll do the same on the other side. Just put that down actually, leave it as is. Oops. Like so, and then just cut the top off of that one there, and then bring our wire all the way back round.
The copper wire is really handy, isn't it?
Yes,
I mean, really
is,
malleable.
Yeah. And then just wrap that round the bottom there. So give that a little bit of a cut in there. And that is your kind of filigree moment. Just there. And obviously that one's a little bit smaller, and then you would then rosary link your seed beads all the way up the top there.
And so is it a case of, I mean, obviously design-wise, you could actually create something that you repeated, so you could have a necklace, matching bracelet, etc.
Yeah.
You could kind of almost create a signature.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could take sections of that particular necklace. So as you've done there, you could use the gizmoed earrings, and you could then add a couple of seed beads hanging from the bottom of there. So take elements from your main piece and introduce that into your bracelet and into your earrings. And you could then even do I've actually done a macrame bracelet with the gizmo coiling as well. So then you could then have his and hers. So
nice.
You've got like a nice kind of theme running through a his and hers set of jewellery.
Especially with the copper, because obviously the copper really has got that like unisex quality about it, hasn't it?
Absolutely,
yeah. It looks amazing. And actually, interestingly enough, with both of the designs that you've shown us and the techniques, they're both very much embracing the tradition of wire work, but actually just then adding in the detail of the seed bead.
Yeah, it's definitely more sort of wire work based, but it just shows that you can use your seed beads within that, and vice versa. Because I mean, if you were to then, you could seed bead around that. So then you've got the metallic copper base of your necklace or your statement bib necklace or whatever, you know, and you can incorporate, you could even incorporate the gizmo cores and sew them in as well if you wanted something really big and impactful.
Yeah, amazing. £21.95 is all you pay for the combination. It includes 30 of your bare copper wire per 30 metres. It's going to go a long way. That's 10 metres of your 1mm gauge, 10 metres of your 0.6, and a further 10 metres of your 0.4. Plus, on top of that, you've got your fire polished beads, your Miyuki beads, and your super jewels all working together in that bundle. Now, talking of seed bead bundle, we have got another belter of a combination. I love the colour combination of this next bundle of seed beads. They really are glorious. So very much in keeping with the natural purple garnet of the last star by, you know, taking that real fruitiness and that richness of colour and then creating this combination. I don't know whether we've still got that. I think that's gone back into the vault. So with that in mind, let me just show you how well this works together. I think, for me, one of the most sumptuous colour combinations of seed beads that we've seen today. I really, really do rather like this. This is a combination of your violets and I guess in some ways your violets and your Labrador colours. You've got then your the detail of your eggplant tones, which of course your plum tones as well. So you've got all of that mixed together. It combines 6 O's and your 8 O's. So you've got a nice variety, and 11 O's, which again just really allows you to play with the shapes and the detail of the jewellery. And if I just grab the book that we're going to be offering in the next hour, this is a fantastic feature book, a book by a wonderful jewellery designer, Jamie Cloud-Eakin, California based now, but I think born in Illinois from what I know, and Jamie has made quite a name for herself in show-stopping jewellery designs, you know, really creative. And I think in some ways her premise of jewellery is life is too short to wear ordinary jewellery. That's her quote.
Oh,
and I think in some ways that's, you know, if you want to create this style and beyond, if I just show you some of the techniques that she inspires you to embrace, you know, some of the pieces that really do give you that flourishing quality, you know, a beautiful piece like that. I could imagine taking some of the seed beads from this the colours and then perhaps you working it with the likes of the purple garnet. You could do something like that. So you've got plenty of opportunity to be able to create, and this is all step-by-step guides Watch Me bracelet that you can see there, Halloween holiday bracelet. Well, that'll go nicely with the first bundle of seed beads that we did earlier on today. So loads and loads of inspiration. So if you want the seed bead bundle that perhaps could encourage some of the amazing projects, 30 projects in here plus a further 16 variations. So plenty to get your teeth into. If you want the book, it's going to be launching at 8 o'clock. So that's 8 o'clock today. Plus something, £26.95 is all you pay for this wonderful bundle combination. It's a combination. It is 11 O's, 8 O's and 6 O's that you have here. Plus on top of that, you've got light purple Nemo thread as well. So you've got that gorgeous purple thread. And on top of that, you've also got your detail within your Labrador beads. You get 38 on this strand, and I believe you're going to get 3 of those strands according to my system. Guys, do you get 3 of these strands, please? Yeah, 3. I've got 2 in front of me, but actually apparently you're going to get 3 of these strands as a bonus. And all of that for just £26.95. A huge opportunity, a huge chance. Yours for the taking. £26.95 is already paid. Free phone number. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com. It is your seed bead day here at Jewellery Maker, and to top it off, you've then got your seed bead project book launching in just over half an hour's time. And I mean, just some of the pieces here,
they're exquisite,
aren't they? But what I like is that actually they really are embracing seed beads and gemstones.
Yes.
You know, you can see that, you know, that Jamie's really encouraging that collaboration, and you've got that in here. Absolutely fabulous. We have got coming your way something of a bit of a Brahma. Now, it's a bit of a coup, I would say, for us to be able to do what we're going to do within this next half an hour, because we've been given an opportunity to be able to bring you a Moldavite deal that I honestly never thought would happen. Truly, never ever anticipated us being able to do what we have in mind. We've price checked it. We've doubled price checked because we are so convinced that we're going to get into trouble that we have triple checked the price tag, because the deal, when you break it down, especially for the size of the Moldavite that you're going to get, we can't get our own heads around it. Genuinely, right, when you break down the size of the Moldavite for what you're going to pay for the it's just batty. It is absolutely balmy. It's one of those deals that you know when you look at it first and you go, oh, you know, you'll have that time. So you've got to be prepared to have that moment where it'll go, wow. And you've got to be reactionary, because it really, for us, even for us, we're thinking something's not quite right. We know we're probably pushing the boundaries way lower than we need to go. So with that in mind, Moldavite coming your way very soon indeed. So you can pre-order that opportunity. No pre-order. Okay, not even pre-ordering on the Moldavite. No pre-ordering on the no pre-order on the book. No pre-order on the Moldavite. That's just the way it is. But before that, let's go to a fantastic feature strand of sky blue topaz. And when you talk about world-class lapidary skills, I tell you what, this is just that. Wow.
That is absolutely incredible.
Dazzling lapidary skills. I mean, truly magnificent, excuse me, magnificent qualities. Each one of these facets is doing a really crucial job. And you know, you wouldn't be talking about the quality of the cut if you weren't then obviously being able to appreciate the quality of the clarity and the gemstone itself. Wonderful, wonderful mix of top-class gemstone, top-class craftsmanship, and all for under £50. I can't even remember the last time I saw rounds like this for under £50, let alone then be able to deliver 80 carats and then going even lower. Ooh, it is a bit of a Monday madness kind of a day, isn't it? Blimey, that's not just a little pummel now, is it?
I like Monday blues like this.
I do, don't you? Oh my goodness, £36.95. We're doing a Tom Dearly there, aren't we? We're literally dive bombing on that. An amazing deal, even in the lycra. All right there, Pete. All right there,
Lycra.
No, we've got Lycra Pete in the building. It's fine.
Right,
Lycra Pete's around us. 36.95. Lycra Pete. Good old Lycra. See, the thing is if you ask me now where it first began, that we got Lycra, where did it begin? I don't even know where it first began. I think there's old Pete. Pete and I have worked together for a very long time, and I think it was because at one point I needed something really quickly, and we said, oh, Pete's got his Lycra on tonight. And that was probably about 2 or 3 years ago. And it's just stuck. Like, from now on, he's Lycra Pete. So that's nice for you, isn't it? And that's not torture at all, that every time we work together, I call you Lycra Pete. At least I can say. The thing is what he calls me, he doesn't say it to me face. 36.95. 80 carats of sky blue topaz, dazzling away. World-class qualities that we're bringing you there. Absolutely magnificent that we're offering. Wow, they're lovely. Ooh, love the fact that you've got that open plane of surface, and the more surface, the more labradorescence.
Absolutely incredible,
isn't it? I'm going to show you this one because it's the one that's just caught my attention. I'll show you all of them, but I'll just show you the one that's caught my attention straight away. Look at that for surface labradorescence. That's amazing, isn't it? And if you're thinking, oh, is that like some kind of optical phenomenon? Well, yes, it is, but it's a phenomenon. I said that in a really weird way, didn't I? Phenomenon. The interesting part about it is that actually lots of people, when they see the way our light plays on their gemstones, they often think that it's camera trickery or something in our studio lighting that's creating that boldness in rainbow colours. That's just not the case. This gemstone has its natural qualities in light play. We're what? We're going under £10. Are we even allowed to do that? All right, look, if we're doing crazy deals on Moldavite, our win, my producer is saying, well, if we're doing crazy deals on Moldavite, let's do crazy deals on every deal so far. $9.95 is all you pay. Wonderful qualities. Yeah. I mean, that really is magnificent, isn't it? When you look at the status of each one of those stones. I mean, really, each one of those could be something special, couldn't it? Absolute treat and a half. Really glorious. Eveline's been in touch. She says, well done with the demonstration, Katie. Love the steampunk. Very nice and great deals this evening. Very excited about the book. Oh, that's nice. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you so much for your message. If you do fancy getting in touch with us, we always love to hear from you. Now, obviously, everybody who's getting in touch with us at the moment is asking about the book. I will repeat on repeated, 8 o'clock this evening is when we launch the book. If you fancy texting in, you can talk about the book or you can talk about anything else you fancy. Well, we love hearing from you. You can send in a text between 8 and 10 p.m. So we're live with you through till 10 this evening. Make sure you start your text with the word JM Studio. That's so we know that you're talking to us, and your text number is 60777. Normal network charges do apply. So that's $9.95 for that full feature strand. You know what I'd do with those? I'd use them as fairy wings. And coming up into Christmas, I'd do little angels' wings, and I'd make little angels, and I'd use those as little like fairy and butterfly wings.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Because of the shape.
Yeah.
I didn't have to tell you because of the shape, did I? I didn't need to add that justification. You'd already got the reason because it was the shape. I didn't need to do that, did I? I know. My husband often says that to me. I often like kind of over-egg it, go, you know, because I understand. I get it. I do feel sorry for him sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. Shell pearl. Ooh. What do you mean? So do you? That's what I just said to me. Yeah, so do I. You didn't say that quiet enough. We've got here these wonderful faceted rounds, good size.
Yeah, they are. I love these.
Thing is that if you have got that seed bead bundle that we've just been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's a wonderful mix, isn't it? I mean, that really plays on the colour hues of purples into pinks. Really dusky, husky colours.
Yeah.
Husky? Dusky husky. That's nice. I'm just going to say, good evening, girls. Or girlies. I'll even take that. Good evening, Angela. Hope that you're well. Hope that the day's been good for you. We have got here a wonderful palette of colour from the seed beads. And the nicest part about it is that now we're adding in the faceted rounds as well. Are you going to add it to your order? Of course, you've got the seed bead bundle. This is now an add it to your order deal for just £6.95. You've got this fantastic quality of size and drama, and it's quite metallic edged.
Yes,
and I do think that actually working with all varieties of metal types, you know, whether you like your silvers, your bronze, your copper, this is going to go very nicely, isn't it?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, the metallic is fantastic, but with the faceting as well, that just sort of emphasises the metallicness as well. It's just absolutely fantastic.
And I do think that that's what it is, isn't it? It is because it's faceted that it really does lift the lustre of the shell pearl. Gorgeous look here, really dramatic. £6.95 is all you pay on that deal. Fabulous look that you've got. Now, this is a heck of a strand when I know of times when I've sold, you know, about that much.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean, don't you? You know, we've done that before where we've done perhaps you know, almost Egyptian-like style bar set of maybe a dozen, you know, in a little maybe 2 or 3 inch section. Now, look at this. I mean, that is a full...
Ooh, that looks lovely with that outfit.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. You need to go on holiday again.
Can you ring the husband and tell him that, please? Would you mind? I'm sure he'll agree if it's just him that's going or just me that's going, not if we have to go together. Obviously, I jest. 17.90. £17.95 is all you pay for this fantastic. That's a huge amount of lapis lazuli. And if you do want it, see, I always think if you show something en masse like that, often is the case you go, yeah, but I can't afford to give that kind of investment. But when it goes to £17.95, you go, oh, actually, yeah, I can. £17.95 doesn't sound that bad now when you start to put it into the perspective of one hugely dramatic necklace. A wonderful bar formation here, these rectangular slices, giving that real impact for each one of the single stones. And if you are interested in seeing them individually, you know, perhaps putting them on a nice leather cord, perhaps keeping it a little bit more contemporary style rather than going down the Egyptian style, which I guess is an inclination, or even an Art Deco, where you perhaps just take a few of these and create an almost piano board of gemstones. There's so many different varieties of form that you can do with these, but because of the shape and size of them, you really have got lots of potential, lots of variety of looks that you've got to you can create. £17.95 is all you pay. Taking these prices low, low, low today. Now, again, countdown is there. We know. Yep, we're there. We are absolutely on it. We promise you. Nobody else has got hold of it. Everybody's asking, is anybody else? There's no pre-order for anyone, right? And that's why this is such a big deal, and why the quantity that we've got is first come, first served. If you know somebody's out and you know that they'll want it, buy them it. Don't tell them about it tomorrow and then go, oh, but it's sold out. Because I tell you what, this is quantity-wise, this is probably as tight as I would be comfortable with, without thinking that I'm going to get a lot of people who are not going to be happy with us because we haven't got enough to go around. So if you do want to get hold of it, it's 20 minutes away or so. Before the 20 minutes is up, we're doing Moldavite at a price point per stone that makes no sense at all. So that's still to come. Before that, though, let's go for a little bit of lustre. And the thing is, isn't it funny how sometimes gemstones make you do something that you literally want to wear it?
They do talk to you, don't they? They do.
Well,
they do to me.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm a little bit strange.
That's not true. We have got here 150 carats of black. Look at that as a bracelet. I mean, on an evening out, your little black dress or something simple and sophisticated, it just needs a lift of lustre, and you've got that lustrous look. But then the nice thing is, with this size, you've got plenty of addition to then make maybe a nice pair of drop style earrings, just to make that set, you know, flair with luxury of lustre. You've really got the drama of this black spinel here. Fabulous gemstone for your collection. I often think that black spinel is underestimated, but actually perhaps perhaps that was a few years ago. I think these days we're all very much aware of the fact that Spinel is a must-have gemstone. We're all very much aware of the fact that Spinel is one of the most sought-after gemstones that is in the current trading climbs for a number of reasons, and in particular with this grade, because it's so workable and wearable. Absolutely glorious. We're going to... Oh, I think we should go here. Can we go to the Tanzanite next? Can we? Look at this. Look at the lavenders and lilacs. Ooh. Now then, the interesting thing is that with Tanzanite, there is a variety of colour shades that you can get, from the softer tones as you see them here to the deeper tones of almost one would classify as heading towards salon tones. This, for me, is such a fantastic way of showing you how there is no right and wrong with colour. There is no absolute nailing of one specific gem type for one specific colour, because actually I think a lot of people would suggest this is the colour that can be really maximised into your jewellery designs, and this is one of those shades of colour that's going to give you a lightness and yet a brightness, a shade of colour that will lift you from a cornflower blue to a sudden lavender tone in a heartbeat, and that's what makes it so special. Such a different grade of Tanzanite in terms of its colour tone to what we've seen before. We have seen some of the bluer tones, we have seen some of the more violet tones, but this is much more about the softer tones of lavenders and lilacs, and it really does give something different. Wow! Tanzanite right now should not be £20 at any price, at any carat weight, at any colour. We should not be anticipating this gemstone going forward at this price tag. There are some of the biggest deals. Do you know that a gentleman called Mark Saul, do you know Mark Saul? Okay. No. Mark Saul is the son of the gentleman who first found this gemstone, who prospected and took it to Tiffany's. So Mark Saul's dad actually was part of the naming of this gemstone when it was branded and when it was named by Tiffany's. Mark Saul, for those who are in the trade, people like myself, I've worked with him, I've interviewed him a number of times, he is what you'd know as a what would you call font of knowledge for Tanzanian gemstones. That's because he's lived in Tanzania for years. He's absolutely rooted there. Do you want to know what? He doesn't live there anymore. He stepped away from Tanzanian mines. He hasn't traded over the last year in Tanzania at all. And the reason for that is that there are so many restrictions and there is so much, fragility of availability on gemstones that he says there's just not a job there for him. So he's moved actually into other parts. He's gone to Mozambique, he's gone to Madagascar and places like that, because actually the reality is that Tanzanite and Tanzania at the moment, gemstones are just not coming. They're just not available. Yeah. And so they've, people who have obviously had a heritage there, even them they've identified the fact that they need to go elsewhere to keep their business alive. So that's why I'm saying £20 is not the price for Tanzanite. £20 is not the price for any gemstone that is now almost impossible to get hold of on big quantity carat weights like this. I mean, 55 carats of Tanzanite for £20. If you went to trade right now, I can pretty much guarantee that they would laugh at the prospect of that kind of price point for that grade of carat weight. 55 carats at £19.95. Extraordinary. When you've got so many important people who are in the trade who are not now trading in Tanzania, I would absolutely say if you have the chance to get Tanzanian gemstones, any Tanzanian gemstone, whether that be the garnets, whether that be the likes of Tanzanite, I would 100% say this is the time to get hold of it at the prices that are affordable. Straight to pink opal. Oh, it's not just pink though, is it? Oh, that's a great pink. Look at that for a colour. That's fabulous, isn't it? Bubblegum.
Oh, yeah.
That proper tutti frutti, that isn't it? Beautiful quality of Peruvian pink opal. And the nicest thing about Peru is that it gives you that individuality of opalescence that you don't see from any other location. You've got pink opal from Peru. Shall we Peru while you watch us here at Jewellery Maker?
Second from the boat.
pink opal graduated plain rondelles you have here, size wise 6x3 to 8x5 in this wonderful hot. I mean, it's a really fresh pink, isn't it?
Yes,
really
is, yeah.
bubblegum-esque.
That's lovely. As soon as you got it out, I kind of got the smell of strawberries and like berries and oh, lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice for you. Lovely. I don't think that's quite funny.
Sorry.
I know, it's quite funny though. When you got the strand out, I just smelled
Strawberries, yeah, berries.
That's brilliant. £14.95 for that fruity fresh colour. Would that be appropriate?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's lovely. Bubblegum piece. Oh, very good food. Brilliant. Okay, let's let's just keep on moving on the simple fact that we are 15 minutes away from our book launch. That is the way to put it, isn't it? It is a book launch,
yeah.
It's fine. Bead Embroidery Jewellery Projects, a fantastic book by a wonderful jewellery designer. Jamie Cloud-Eakin has created this inspiring 30 project book with a further 16 variations to inspire, to give you confidence. Inside the book you've got a number of variant techniques, loop-on-loop techniques, you've got totem pole, you've also got whimsical collar necklaces that you've got. So you've got all of that in this book, and it is live launching. No pre-order until 8 o'clock, the live show. That's it. That's the quantity that we've got. That's the restrictions that we've had to apply based on the quantity. So if you know anybody who wants this kind of inspiring seed bead book, please make sure that they're watching at 8 o'clock. If they're not going to be watching because they're out or whatever, buy it for them, because this will sell out. So get hold of it while we've got it. Before we do anything else though, we've got one absolutely balmy deal. We have triple checked the price tag on this because we're so far removed from what we believe, and I'm sure you'll accept, is not a price tag that should normally be seen on this gemstone. Moldavite in an exclusive opportunity. So there are 13 Moldavites on this strand. 1, 3, 13. Mm-hmm. I have to say, if you got one Moldavite these days, you should be pretty pleased with yourself. But 13 faceted Moldavite in one deal is really exciting. I mean, it's a bit like when we trade in pearls. You know, for a lot of the time, pearl trading happens per gem, one pearl. And we get so used to buying strands of pearls that actually we're almost so disconnected from a singular pearl that we forget that that's how it first begins its trading life. Yeah. And that's the same with this strand. We are absolutely guaranteeing that you are about to get a strand, not a single stone, but a strand of extraordinarily rare fine gemstones. And this is a gemstone that will never ever be recreated. Now that is a huge statement, because actually in reality most gemstones, I can't give that kind of fact. I can say to you without any hesitation, this gemstone will never ever be found again. This gemstone will never be recreated again. Nature cannot recreate what this gemstone is. Right? You could recreate amethyst, you could recreate peridot, you can recreate. Nature can still keep creating gemstones that we classify as precious. Diamonds can still be created. Sapphires, they'll still be formed because actually the planet is still creating that combination of elements. But in this gemstone, it couldn't be recreated, because actually the reality is this gemstone was formed in a one-off cataclysmic event, and that's when a meteorite hit the earth. But the thing is you might say to me, yeah, but Vix, another meteorite might hit the earth, another formation of a crystal might form. It'll never be this gemstone, it'll never be Moldavite. Why is that? Because actually the reality is that the environment that the meteorite would hit into is so different to the environment that Moldavite was formed in. The planet was such a different form in those days that the reality is that it will never form the same crystal again. You will never get Moldavite again recreated, whether it via a meteorite of any description hitting the planet. It will never be made again. Yeah. But this is a genuine once in a lifetime opportunity. This is an absolute treasure of I guess, and sometimes it's a moment of our planet's evolution. Yes. That's what it is. But one is a statement of almost a historical artifact. One is an amazing feature for your jewellery collection. But to have, as you've got here, 13 on this strand. Let me just check that's right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 on a strand. 13. Now this is where our pricing goes absolutely to pot, because the real problem I have with our pricing is we price per strand. We don't price per gemstone. Yeah. We should, especially on these gemstones, we should be pricing per singular stone. I should be selling you one of these, not a strand of 13. So actually what we've decided to do, and this is when it gets really batty, is actually the truth is that we are bringing you a feature opportunity at this price tag, because what we have is 13 gemstones, 1, 3, and each one of them could be priced individually, but instead we take the 13, and I guess in trade principles, even though we are a retailer, we're working on the trade principle that you are getting more for less. You're going to buy 13 instead of 1, 13, and you're going to get that at a hugely, what I'd classify, reduced price. And the reason I'm talking about reduced price is because we should be pricing separately, and therefore you should be paying separate prices on each one of those stones. But instead, you're about to get 13 of a gem that will never be recreated again by nature. It can't possibly be recreated by nature. And it's been explored by NASA. They have absolutely identified the fact that there are gases in this gemstone that are from outer space. So the reality is this really is an exclusive gemstone for your collection. I would 100% say get a certificate of authenticity. Yeah. But remember, we're about to give you 13 for one price tag. And your price tag is £169.95.
That's incredible.
But that's 13. Yeah. That's not 1, no. That's not 2 or 3, that is 13 at £169.95. That is absolutely... So what does that work out per gemstone? 169.95 divided by 13 works out at £13. £13. Think about something that'll never exist again, something that'll never be reformed again. For £13 per stone, you're actually creating a piece of history every time you wear that piece of jewellery. You've got something that potentially in your family's jewellery collection could be something that will never be seen again. I know for a lot of my gem dealers, they buy this gemstone for their own collection. They don't buy it to trade on. They buy it for their own vaults, for their own family heritage gemstone jewellery. That's what they do with this gem, but they buy ones. They don't buy 13. We're giving you 13 for £169.95. That means that we are taking you to £13. 13 pounds per gemstone. Absolutely incredible collector's deal that we're offering you. An absolute magnificent, all yours for the taking. What an offer, a huge treat. Wow. But we're not stopping at 169. We're not going to stop at The system says 169.95. That is the price lock. That is literally, price is locked at 169.95. Are you going to show them on the strap what you're going to do? Right. There's going to be a little graphic that's going to come up here, right? Now, when you see this next price tag, remember you're getting 13. We'll not change the computer has locked that price in, but that's not the price you're paying. Ignore that price tag. Watch the graphic strap come in, because watch this price tag. That price tag says $89.95. That's what I'm talking about. I told you it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense at all. But the price tag in the computer, 169.95, that is where it's stuck. Now, if you're buying on the phone lines, you will be paying $89.95. If you're buying on the web, you will be paying $89.95. But the computer is so adamant at 169. We can't overrule the computer, but we can make sure you only pay that price tag there, $89.95. What does that therefore work out at per gemstone? £6.91 for each one of these gemstones. That is £6.91 per gem.
That is incredible.
Undeniably the biggest deal of the day so far. That is the biggest deal so far of the day for any gemstone, for any offer that we've done. This really is embracing that trade-like attitude. Even though we're a retailer, we're much more trading on this kind of offer. We're bringing you 13 in this strand, 13 that come in at £6.91. Absolutely magnificent pricing. A huge opportunity that you have here. Max out on this deal. Get hold of it while you've got it. Just think about, we were all happy at £13 for each one of those gems. £13 felt very reasonable. It felt very, very appropriate. Forget that. Not today. $89.95 kicks in. We say, you know what? What does the computer know? We override the computer. So just, I know it says 169. Ignore that. It's not your price tag. Your price tag is there. Guaranteed. Right? We will guarantee everybody will pay that price tag at $89.90. Now, if you're on the web, you have to check out. If you're on the phone lines, you've got to stay on those lines for us to process your call. We'll honour the price tag, £6.91 each. That is absolutely batty, isn't it?
It certainly is.
£6.91. I mean, if you think about £7 for something that will never be created by nature, will never exist again in its form. That's an extraordinary moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mind-boggling to think that it will never. Ever. Not that we want it to happen again, because we don't want anything.
No, we really
like
probably don't. It's quite right. No, I'd quite happily not have a meteorite hitting the Earth. I mean, you're quite right.
But it's just, I mean, it's incredible. It is incredible, and I love that colour as well.
Especially when you know it's being researched by NASA.
Yeah.
I mean, that again just makes me go, that's pretty cool. Do you know that the Queen has one as well? The Queen has in her collection. She's got Moldavite. It was given by the Czech Republic. They gave her a gift of her very own Moldavite collection, and actually, I think in some ways it's probably one of her treasures as well, because of the very reason that, you know, she's got diamonds. I'm sure she's got rubies and sapphires, but the reality is that this is something that is so very different to those precious gemstones. So very unique, absolutely incredible, an amazing gemstone, $169.95. Brilliant price tag. It's not the price you're paying though. You're paying $89.95. That means we're working that deal out. Each one of those gemstones. Every time I see it, I kind of want to take a deep breath and go, have I definitely got this right? Have I definitely got that? It's less than £7 per stone. And if you think about, you know, giving a gift on Christmas that could never be given again, a gift that really is, to say to somebody, you're really special, you are unique, you are a once in a lifetime find, that's what this gemstone is.
Oh, you could put that in, you know, like you can name star, like you could get stars, you could put that in there as well and say, this is one of the stars that's fallen down for you, and there's the name of the star and all that sort of thing.
Oh, you're on it tonight, aren't you? I mean, you're smelling strawberries, you've got all of the stars in the skies. I mean, you are on it.
Well, there you go.
An amazing deal. Fabulous combination of opportunity there. Make the most of it. I've still got people who haven't checked out baskets. You've got to check out. If you don't check out, you could lose out, and that's not what we want for you. $89.95. I will repeat that price tag. Guaranteed $89.95 for that deal. You know what I say? This is a one of a kind. You're a one of a kind. Just like that. Just a little tagline. Yeah, nice. All of that deal is yours for the taking. Now it's time. Right, we know, we're on it. Straight after the break, we will be launching, and it is no pre-order. Don't worry, nobody else has got it either. Live launch offer. The quantity we've got, I tell you what, I had double the quantity for the last book that I put to air, and it flew out. So this is literally not going to touch the sides. If you know anybody who isn't watching, get them watching now, or alternatively buy the one for them. This is all about inspiring you, giving you confidence to your seed beading, giving you techniques that then can translate into even more developed luxury jewellery. All of that in this book, and it's coming up straight after the break.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
We have got for you a very, very exciting offer now. This is it. Phone lines are in lockdown, web are in lockdown. Nobody has access to this. We haven't been able to pre-order it. Nobody's had chance. So the quantity that is in stock is the full quantity. So we're going straight out there. We're not, doing a second launch. We have no intention of this being anything other than a one-off opportunity for the quantity that we have. So this is full allocation quantity stock. I don't want anybody to underestimate that. I know that when we've launched this style of book, that we've had probably double the quantity that we've got of this deal, and it's sold out in seconds. So with that in mind, I really have to just reiterate, and I know I've said it a couple of times, so forgive me if you've already heard me say this, but I'm going to say it. If you know anybody who would want this book, if you know anybody who wants to be inspired, who wants some step-by-step instruction, but also wants confidence in seed beading, who likes the idea of exploring new designs and getting an understanding of crafting alongside working with seed beads, but also working with colour and actually exploring drama in your jewellery, this is the book for you. But you've got to make sure that if that person who wants it, whether that be you or, friend, who buy it for them if they're not watching. And I'm only saying that because with the quantity that we've got, once it's gone, it's gone. And that's why you've got to make the most of this. Now, we only charge one postage and packing. So have a think. If you're going to buy one for yourself and you know that your friend who likes jewellery making would like this book, buy it for them, and one postage and packaging, you can add as many books as you want. So that's the way I would do it. Max out on this deal while we've got it available in the quantity that we have. As I say, especially because it's seed beads, and seed beads are so prominent within our crafting environment here at Jewellery Maker. And seed beading really can transform your jewellery experience. I think for me, wearing seed beads is just as pleasurable as designing with them. And I think one of the nicest things about this book is that it comes from a place where obviously Jamie comes in with the passion of wearing the jewellery that she makes. Her quote on the back, which I love, is, "Life is too short to wear ordinary jewellery." And that's where this book comes in. This book is absolutely kicking in with inspiring designs. It's all about giving you confidence to explore and construct, design and be inspired. It's all about giving you practicalities of step-by-step instructions. It's about giving you specific projects, but hopefully from those projects being inspired to take your own avenues into new parts of your jewellery technique that you've never explored before. Of the 30 stylish projects, there are a further 16 variations. So this book essentially is heading you towards 50 separate pieces of jewellery to a minimum that you could be making within the seed bead world. Not just seed beads, but as you can see there in the front piece, and I will turn to the cover, the back cover, because you can see some of the different designs. Working with gemstones, so very much along our lines of the pieces that we can offer you in the cabochons, working alongside gemstones and seed beads and marrying them together. So you have got a really special treat here, a real opportunity. You can see within the little writing at the back there, you've got loads of different types of necklaces and wristwear and such like to be able to make, from loop-to-loop necklaces to the whimsical collar necklace, fringe drop wire earrings, blue Danube pin and Marquise magic bracelet. All of that can be made from this book. It is inspiring. I'll just take you to the actual principles of how it starts, and I guess in some ways it starts with introducing you to the different varieties of designs and techniques, you know, playing with colour. And one of the things that I think with this book is that Jamie actually takes you through design principles, how to match colours together, how to get the best out of your gemstones and your seed beads to make a complete article that has some kind of synergy and harmony together. You know, there's top tips, you know, throughout the book there's these little moments where she goes, here's a top tip for you if you're a designer, if you want to have a little bit of inspiration. And so throughout the book you have got these tips, and as well as that step-by-step instruction, so how to create the look. You'll get a picture of the overall piece of jewellery, and then as you can see their guidance within the techniques. So you've got so much to be inspired by. I mean, for me there's a number of these pieces that have literally made me stop and stare. I mean, just absolutely incredible qualities. One of the chapters is about asymmetric necklaces, and I'm a bit of a I guess I find it quite difficult with asymmetric and symmetric designs. I'm very much a symmetrical person, so this is perfect for me, so that I can embrace the you know, creating something a little bit different for the neckline. And you know, these pieces are all about giving you that stimulation and technique, but also that inspiration to then go forward. And one of the quotes that is inside the book is, says, these are all about giving you the confidence, not just in technique, but is in inspiring you to believe in your jewelry designing, to know that each project is selected specifically to teach a lesson about design and construction, and therefore it provides a format that helps you to create something unique from your design. And that's what you've got in here. It is step-by-step instruction, but with specific projects that teach you lessons about design and about construction. So it's a really well thought out book, really well considered. 30 stylish designs that you could be making. That's 30 projects with a further 16 variations. I know everybody is chomping a bit. Now, I've given you all the lowdown. I've given you all the info. I'm now going to give you a minute to get ready to pick up the phone, to get ready to join us on the web. A minute from now before the phone lines will open. Everybody's going to have the same chance. Everybody's going to have the same chance to get involved. Everybody's going to have the same opportunity to get involved. We've got a countdown. I've just got a countdown in my ear. What are we going to do, guys? Okay, if you do want to join us on this deal, the number's at the bottom of the screen. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. I'm just getting it, yes. Okay, exactly a minute. We want to be very precise on this because we don't want my clock. We are ready? 3, 2, 1. A minute from now and the phone lines and web will be open. Everybody who's been watching so far this evening, pretty much everybody's been asking us about when this is launching. The chances are literally 50 seconds away for you to get hold. The Jamie Cloud Eakin book, Design and Construction, Ideas and Inspiration for your bead embroidery jewellery projects, bringing together seed beads, bringing together confidence and technique within a variety of different looks, whether it be for the neckline, for ears, to create bracelets. You've got it all going on. 30 seconds from now and you will have the chance to be able to get hold of. Now, obviously, don't forget, add it to your order if you've already bought from us today. 1 postage and packing for the whole day, so if you want a multi-purchase, that's fine as well. 15 seconds and this is going to be an equal offer. Everybody's got the same chance to get involved. First buyer in, last buyer in. Everybody will pay the final low price. 5 seconds time. Ready? Steady, It's open. That's it. This is your chance. The phone lines and the web are now open, and I can see straight away everybody's been chomping at the bit. We haven't, I mean, genuinely, Wynne has been fending off so many requests for this to be pre-ordered. Absolutely fantastic. Rochelle, you've got yours. Mary, Anne-Marie, congratulations to you. Lynn's joined me. Suzanne in Lanarkshire, congratulations. Christine. I've got buys in London, Hampshire, West Yorkshire, Fife, Lancashire. I've got buys joining us in Stirlingshire. Congratulations, West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire. Everybody's going to pay the final low price tag. This is your Bead Embroidery Jewellery Projects book. It gives you step-by-step instruction. You can see here that it gives you inspiration. It gives you moments of just unadulterated embracing of colour and texture, giving you dynamic and shape to your designs, giving you those techniques that will really make a difference. I've got allocation of just shy of 100 already on this deal, and we haven't even talked about the price tag, but the reality is, you know, with us we're going to do everything we can, and because you paid your postage and packaging earlier on today, because if you've bought from us at any point today, if you've bought at any point today, you've paid your P&P, now you're going to add to your order 1 postage and packing for the whole day. Make the most of this offer, make the most of this chance. Yours for the taking. An amazing offer. Now obviously this is your chance, and we are about to bring you an incredible opportunity, and it is all yours for the taking. Are you ready? 30 projects, 17 further variations, that's nearly 50 inspiring designs in this one project book, and you've got it for £16.09. Think about that. That means you're paying less than 50 pence for each inspiring project, essentially. That's how impressive it is. That's how outlandish this opportunity is. Design and construction, ideas and inspiration. That's what Jamie Cloud Eakin has created in this wonderful Bead Embroidery Jewellery Projects book. And it is about just taking that moment to be inspired, that then hopefully can release even more of your very own personal touches. I mean, I love this Marquise bracelet. Look at that for the detail. And actually, one of the nice things about this book is that it's also teaching you how to build and construct. It's teaching you how to blend colours, not just working with, you know, techniques that are going to give you step-by-step instruction, which you do get, but also hopefully giving you the advantage of advice on bead selection, advice on colour palette, just giving you that confidence, not just in technique, but in jewellery design and construction, to really make the most of your jewellery designs. And you've got the chance here, 30 projects, 16 variations, pardon, I think I said 17 in the last conversation we had. So please do know, for £16.95, you've got the chance to be able to get involved. If you have joined us already today, that post and packaging has already been paid, which means you're now adding to your order. If you want to multi-purchase, we don't hold our back on the multi-purchase. I've shown a number of varieties. I tell you what, if I do it like this, because I don't know whether I'm trying to show you as much as possible inside the book itself. Oh, those are nice earrings, aren't they? Plenty of designs, creations and interest, detail. I mean, look at those. Just think about creating that look. And that's the loops on sunshine edge Pico variation. You know, variations is what you've got here. Lots of designs, lots of formations of detail. Oh, look at that, a pack of cards inspired. Wow!
Oh, wow!
Look at that.
Oh, that's right up my street. I like that.
Vegas vacation necklace.
I need that for next year. I'm getting blessed by Elvis in Vegas next year, me and my husband. I need that necklace.
Are we having one of those nights? I mean, no, I'm not the only one who thinks that we having one of those nights. I mean, we're talking about sniffing gemstones to smell strawberries.
Yeah, but you'd wear that in Vegas, wouldn't you?
That's fair dues, yeah. Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, so you've got that's a funky necklace, isn't it? That's brilliant. Let's go straight to, what about Indian summer necklace? That's gorgeous. Oh my life. Wow. There's some fantastic designs here. A circulating round necklace that you have, inspiring designs like this. Then you've got drama. Hello there. My Fair Lady necklace that you have there. That is pretty spectacular, isn't it? £16.95. Jane's just got in touch. She says, have her book on Christmas ornaments. Fab book, and now have another. Thanks, JM. Great price. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you so much for your message there, Jane. Lovely to hear from you. What about the many necklace? One of the best things about bead embroidery is the opportunity to use many types of beads and focals in one beautiful piece. Numerous stitch techniques add to the range of looks you can achieve with your creations. In this and the next 2 chapters, we will explore the vast variety of the many. And you can see what she means by the many, because actually in this one page, you've got the drama here, and then you've got this magnificent cascading design here. Just each one inspiring, you know, technique, inspiring drama to your jewelry. And obviously you can take one technique and then, you know, develop it and perhaps use it in a way that's right for you. Oh wow, look at that for the English garden necklace. I mean, we do beautiful carved gemstones, don't we? So you could really go to town with our carved gems and make something as dramatic as that. Absolutely glorious. Real feature opportunities here. Nice thing is that you do get a list of the things that you'll need, things that you perhaps top tips that you might need. It says always record your plan. The easiest way to take a quick photo using your camera or phone. You can draw out your plan. Include notes for seed beads and stitch selection. These projects are typically not completed in one sitting, and you may need to refer to your plan to refresh your memory. So that's one of her top tips. So it just gives you a little bit of setup. Morning dew necklace, that's beautiful as well. Each one of these necklaces, I mean, imagine that with aquamarine nuggets from us. I mean, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Oh wow, I love that one as well. That's the loop-de-loop necklace that she was talking about in the back page. So every single one of these designs, you've got inspiration, and hopefully with us you'll also be able to get the right ingredients from our gemstones to be able to really make the most. Now if I just hold that out, and perhaps our lovely Pete will be able to give you a good of the pictures. You can see all of the different types and styles of necklaces and pendants, etc. You can see all of that variety. All of this, look, 30 projects, 16 variations, and all yours for just £16.95. Congratulations if you have already confirmed. Don't forget, 1 postage and packing. Never ever think from us that we'll be anything other than giving you the very best chance to get involved. Loads of people haven't checked out. Loads of people have put in their baskets but not checked out. So I really would advise that if you are looking to get hold of this deal tonight, that you check out your baskets with immediacy. I've got Judith. Congratulations to buyers joining us in Middlesex, London. Catherine's joined me in Lancashire. I've got buyers like Ruth in Greater Manchester. Congratulations to Brenda in Surrey. I've got buyers joining us in the Scottish borders, Pembrokeshire. Congratulations to Gloucestershire. That's a collector joining us there. Sheen, you've joined us in Leicestershire. I've got Frances in Lancashire. Congratulations, Marjorie in Dumfries and Galloway. Deborah's there in Colchester. Lily's in Tyne and Wear. Everybody gets involved at the same price point. Everybody pays the final low price tag. £16.95 is all you pay. I mean, it is a full book. It's 160 pages of step-by-step instruction. You can see, you know, the interest and the inspiration from a lady who obviously has created an incredible collection of her own designs. I know from the pieces, they're very much almost what I'd classify as gallery-worthy jewellery. You know, many of the pieces are really impressive. What I love about this book as well is at the back you get a techniques index. So what she's done is actually created pages where if you just need to remind yourself, if you just need, you know, perhaps it says do a couch stitch and you just need to remind yourself, you've actually got a technique index that takes you through the different techniques, just with a little, almost just like a little reminder of the different techniques that you need to utilise. And I think that's a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, that is fantastic.
It's a really good way of making sure that, you know, in those moments where you go, oh, can't remember.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because there's so many different techniques in seed beading and things like that. You do sometimes need to have a refresher. I mean, there's like, if you might forget how to do like an even count peyote as opposed to an uneven count peyote and things like that. So this is definitely worth having a reference to go back to. It's like when you're making a recipe, you don't always remember it, so you need to go back to the the ingredients and the measurements and things. So this is like your ingredients and your measurements.
Well, it's interesting because it's taking you through the different edge stitches, and it says circles edge, clean edge, fringe edge, lace ruffle edge, lazy edge, pointed edge, rope edge. I didn't even know there was more than one edge, but if you look at that, and actually when you see the different techniques in visual form, you go, oh yeah, okay, each one's going to have a different finish. Each one's going to create a different aesthetic, the lazy edge or the ruffle edge. You can see the different ways that, you're going to finish off your designs. And I think it's a really, really good thing to have at the very back of the book, that stop and just remember. Yeah. Even just one picture can sometimes remind you, can't it?
Exactly.
Fantastic. £16.95 is all you pay. Available while we have it in stock. Now, that's the thing about these books is that they're only available while we have the stock. They're only available while we have the quantity. And this was quite a limited quantity, I would suggest. So with that in mind, if you do want to make the most of this offer, now is the time to do so. Yours for the taking at just £16.95. Life is too short to wear ordinary jewellery, and I'm sure many of you agree. That's what Jamie says at the start of her book. Not only is it fun to wear your own creations, but there is also a satisfaction gained by making them that's difficult to achieve in many other areas of life. Perhaps that is why beading is so addictive. And then she says, and remember, friends don't let friends wear ordinary jewellery. I quite like that. So if you do fancy creating something special, you've got this 30 individual projects, 16 variations within those projects. So we're pretty much heading towards 50 separate ideas of jewellery making. That's a great Christmas gift for somebody. Yeah. Do you know anybody who's just getting started into jewellery making? Perhaps you know somebody who's advancing, or you think perhaps would enjoy the challenge of something as beautiful as creating a dramatic necklace. The good news is it's just £16.95. That is a pretty amazing opportunity. Loop-to-loop necklace, whimsical collar necklace, fringe drop earrings, you've got marquise magic bracelet, all of that in one deal for just £16.95. Inspiring opportunity that you have there. And I'm going to leave that there. I don't know what kind of quantity we have left, so we will check, and if we've got anything left, I will let you know, obviously. Available while stocks last within our own collection. So please do make sure that if you have put into your basket that you check out your basket at that price tag, £16.95. I've got Margaret who hasn't in Merseyside, Philippa in Bristol, Dawn hasn't, Terry hasn't, Caroline, Karen and John, Sarah, Laura, Tracy. I know you haven't yet, but obviously what I do want to make sure is that you don't miss out on that deal, especially of course based on the fact that if you've already bought from us today, you've paid your post and packaging, and you can add that to your order. If you start to look elsewhere, the one thing you have to remember is that the price that they charge is not always the price that you end up paying, simply because the post and packaging can be more, if not, either a king's ransom of a price tag for just the delivery alone. So enjoy what we've got there and then add it to your order. Right, we have plenty of treats to be able to bring you, including a fantastic CB bundle. Now, going with obviously the idea of seed beads and going with the principle of being able to bring you inspiring beads that can bring together textures and colour palettes. What about this combination? Now do forgive me because I don't think I have the wire here. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, lovely. There we are. We've got here the combination of your seed bead colours. You've got your lime greens, you've got your fern greens, and then you've got your galvanised as well. All of this, look, this is your green gold combination. My Yuki seed beads that you have here coming together. Now let me just show you this complement of colours, and this is serious colour. Oh, bing! Lime greens, beautiful beautiful colour qualities that you have playing together in this design. And this is the nice thing, you know, obviously looking at the book from Jamie, the thing is that you already know that everything that you're going to use in here is probably going to sit within our collection here at Jewellery Maker. You know, you want featured gemstones, we've got featured gemstones. You want seed beads, we've got seed beads. We'll tick every box possible, and we're going to tick that box tonight. It is Seed Bead Day, which means we've got these wonderful bundles with, on top of that, a fantastic addition of your copper wire. That's 10 metres of your champagne coloured wire, and you've got that lovely mix of textures working together. Duracoat galvanised sea green in the 11Os. These are also galvanised silver seed beads in the 6Os, and to finish it off, you've also got your Miyuki matte silver lined chartreuse, which is that lime green that you can see here in your 8Os. All of those together with then the 10 metres of your champagne gold coloured silver plated wire in the 0.4mm gauge, all for just $19.95. Fantastic bundle. And these are the kind of colours that you could really bring to life in your jewellery with the inspiration of the likes of that fantastic book.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got like the book there, and as you said earlier on, you can it shows you in the book there how to sort of utilise your seed beads with gemstones. Now with me, peridot with this would look absolutely
It's funny because that's exactly what I was thinking.
And you know, I think this just goes to show that you can mix and match, and it just adds that little bit of je ne sais quoi to your jewellery, and sort of takes it up a notch as well. So the techniques that you learn in the book you can definitely use alongside with these seed beads and alongside other gemstones that you've got in your collection.
100%. Absolutely amazing. $19.95 is all you pay for that feature combination. An absolute treat. I do like the galvanised finish on these seed beads as well. I do like that little bit of a metallic quality.
Yes.
Does look good, doesn't it?
It
really does. It can really lift a piece of jewellery in such a small way. Just that texture or that metallic quality can really transform the look of your jewellery. And that's the nice thing about the Miyuki beads is that they are really well considered. And I always think, even when you look at the smallest of beads, you know, the smallest of beads, actually in reality, huge drill hole for the size of the bead that they are. I mean, so significant. Real feature and a half. So congratulations if you got that. Less than £20 is all you pay on that offer. So congratulations on that one. Next up that we have for you, am I going to this bundle? This is epic. I mean, this is really epic because, I mean, instantly I'm just going, well, there's your Christmas combinations. If you are looking for Christmas deals, and you know, I guess any other place saying Christmas right now would be dreadful. But we're all within the principle of when you're a hobbyer or when you're a crafter, you think ahead, don't you? It's not so bad to talk about Christmas now because actually, all right, the boys disagree, but it's not the case. If you're thinking about that, you've got to make jewellery, whether you're selling it, gifting it, etc. You want to make sure that you're doing it within the right time span to make sure it's the right piece of jewellery for the right person, or for the right, you know, for making enough for a stall if you're going to sell. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go Christmas. So, you know, whether the boys like it or not, they're going to have to deal with it, aren't they? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that Christmas combination. Oh, and a Christmas gift of a treat. Look at that price tag. Oh, look at that. You've got your Christmas conifer tree in the greens, and then you've got your golden embellishments.
Oh yeah,
like it?
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking evening out, add in the black.
Oh yeah,
black and gold. That's
gold,
a nice evening combination, isn't it? With your black and gold, and then adding in these wonderful additions. And I don't know what these are. What's these? I think these are classified as pink luster, and they are transparent, so they have that real like shimmer and glow about them. You get all of this combination, so you're getting 4 tubes. Your Miyuki Delicas in your Duracoat galvanized gold seed beads in the 8/0s. You're getting your matte black in your 8/0s, plus you're also getting your matte silver lined olive in the 8/0s, and to top off, as I say, you get your pink luster in the 8/0s as well, which are transparent. All of that look for just $15.95. That's quite a mix and a half, isn't it? For that price point, really, really going to give you plenty of variety. And the thing about the book that we've just been talking about is that indeed the one thing that we've found is that the more confident you are with seed beads, the more exciting your designs become, the more interesting they become, and you've really got that within this offer. An absolute treat and a half that we can bring you there. Congratulations if you have this. Now let me just drop that. Hang on. Tidying up, because these seed beads we've got, because it's seed bead day, we've got so many different seed beads around. I'm trying to be a good girl and tidy up after myself. Do you hear that, Michael?
I'll come in there.
There we go, tidying up. Wait, let's go. Where should we go next? Oh, I like the idea of that. The wire variety pack. Am I picking up the beadle on? Wow. You're going to have to talk me through these, Katie. So here, bead stringing wire. You've got here, it's 10 feet, so that's 3 meters. It's 0.15 in size, and they're different colours from what I can see. Tell me, what do I do with these? So these are bead stringing wires.
So, you know, like in our threading packs, we get the
beading wire.
Yeah, the tiger tail. This is very similar to that. So, and it's I think it's because it's a thinner gauge, so you could possibly even use this like through our smaller gemstones, like our gems of distinction and things like that.
Okay,
so,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me just have a look at the. Oh, it is a thinner gauge. Oh, you're quite right. Let me show you the gauge.
And inside there's 7 strands of
thread twisted,
and then you've got the nylon coating just on the outside there.
I'm just showing, just if I could show you the gauge of that. You can see actually the twisting of it, can't you?
Yeah.
You can see that there. Look at that. Now you're going to get a variety pack which which combines a colour of the gold colour, the silver colour and the champagne colour. So you're going to get all 3 for just £8.95. And the reason that I don't know about these is actually these haven't been in stock that long.
No.
And in truth, I guess in some ways we've given you so much variety in our own beading threads that we've never explored the different gauges. But in truth, because our gemstones have become so high end, because we are seeing so many more of our higher echelons of rare fine gemstones, actually you do sometimes need to turn to the thinner gauge for the drill holes, don't you?
Yeah,
so it does make sense to give you that variety. So you've got here your 3 different colour arrangements. You've got the gold, you've got the silver, and you've also got the champagne finish within this combination. And as you can see there, £8.95 is all you pay for this opportunity. They're 10 feet each, so that means 30 feet in total, which means 3 meters, so 9 meters that you have between the 3 different wires within this combination. And I guess in some ways, the nice thing about having the different colour combination is that you can really play with the different sizes.
Yes,
Can't
absolutely.
you?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about some of our higher end strands, they actually go. I mean, if you think about like the Moldavite that we had on earlier on, we have the 2 tiny, the smaller stones on the top there, and because they were at the top there, their drill holes might just be that little bit too small. So you could get this through, and you could turn them into earrings or anything like that. I usually use a 0.25 wire, but sometimes it's nicer to use the beading wire because you get a little bit more fluidity with everything.
Yeah. And I do think that's quite important actually for a lot of designs, that flow is really crucial, isn't it? To the success, to the final finish of a piece of jewellery.
Absolutely.
Right, we have got something that is definitely about the quality of success, and it is with great pride that I get to bring this next strand to you, because we're going to a location that you just don't go to get hold of this gemstone anymore. And I have to say, I've checked all of our information, I've checked through all of our certificates to guarantee that this is Brazilian natural Morganite. Brazilian natural Morganite. It's an incredible prospect. If I said to you that you've got natural Morganite, I'd already be getting a lot of interest. But to say then Brazilian, that really does change this to a true collector's opportunity. And to top it off, it's in rounds. We are bringing you a real treat and a half. And I do mean a true treat for your collection. We're sourcing from now what would be classified as an obsolete location for this gemstone, because quite simply, Brazil used to be one of the biggest epicenters for some of the world's leading gemstones. And we'll talk about it now, but we'll also be talking about it in the 9 o'clock hour, because the Minas Gerais state has, in its past, been the ultimate source for world-leading qualities of gemstones, from the likes of Santa Maria Aquamarine, which we have got coming your way in the next hour, which I'm just thrilled about, but also for this gemstone. We're talking here from Minas Gerais, from Brazil. This is a coup and a half for any gem collector. If you want to set your standards to the finest grade of gemstones in the world, then probably you're going to go to Brazil for most gem types. For most gemstones, you're going to go to Brazil, because Brazil, it just was the font of ultimate grading of some of the finest elite gemstones that the world has ever seen. And the reality is that the only reason that it's not as prolific anymore in terms of its status is because it's been quite simply stripped of that availability of gemstones. So the actual quality of gemstone in Brazil is no longer available, because actually gemstones are very, very much less available than anywhere else, especially if you go to Africa these days. You know, if you're heading to the east coast of Africa, we are sourcing some of the finest gemstones in the world there at the moment. But actually Brazil has set the precedent. This location has set all precedents for Morganite. And I don't think that many people will question that Galilea, Brazilian Galilea Morganite, is the world's most respected Morganite that there will probably ever be found. There is a certain kudos to owning Brazilian grade quality gemstones. But for Morganite and for Aquamarine, which of course are brother and sister in the Beryl family, Brazil is it. It has got, and actually in reality, for both Aquamarine and Morganite, location wasn't always the most important aspect. It was the colour, it was the tone, it was the grading of the overall aesthetic. But in truth, as obviously progression of gemstone yield has gone forward, and in particular because of course we can't really get hold of gem quality Morganite from Brazil anymore in this kind of impact, to then have hold of it now in this strand, it's outstanding. This truly is a gem collector's opportunity. And if you're going to buy this strand, once more, just like with the Moldavite, I will absolutely guarantee that this is the ultimate chance to buy. And I would say it's the only time that I would be able to honour the price you're about to see. So I would certainly say this is the time to get your certificate of authenticity. For an extra 25 pence on top of your purchase, you get a certificate that guarantees from something like this, Brazilian source, guarantees that it's natural, and then gives you the luxury of 50 carats of phenomenal opportunity. You've got these wondrous plain rondelles in your 8x4. They are sat with a 1mm drill hole, which again, for the quality of design, that is really, really important to identify. And the reason that we're identifying that is because you actually may want to just choose one of these to go into a single piece of jewellery. So you need to know the drill hole is going to let that happen, whether it be for a piece of wire, for a nice solid piece of thread. But you've got the quality of this extraordinary moment in time. Brazilian, some might say Galilea, but certainly Minas Gerais state location, the ultimate defining quality of Morganite for one price tag only. And it's where we truly come into our own. We're talking about a now almost impossible gemstone to access from Brazil. A gemstone that it doesn't even come out of the ground, let alone come out of the ground gem quality. And we're doing it today in a strand, 50 carats of natural Brazilian Minas Gerais Morganite for...
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, we are literally pushing to the pound.
Incredible.
Isn't it?
The colour is just, I mean, I've got a newfound love for Morganite. In fact, there's a few newer sort of gemstones that I haven't had the opportunity to work with, but that I've seen over and over and over again, and I'm like, actually, yes, these are the ones I'm going to go for. And you're kind of seeing them more and more in the glossy magazines and things, being used singly in certain pieces and things like that. So these are definitely ones to go for.
I think the interesting part about it is that this is a gemstone that perhaps traditionally you would associate to Tiffany's, but actually in reality some of the world's leading new designers are working with this gemstone and creating some of the most prolific gemstone designs. You know, you've got the likes of Carla Amorim, and Carla Amorim's creating such stylish, elegant jewellery that you would classify as probably vintage inspired, but is so very much of the moment. But it's based on the Morganite. It's based around that phenomenal quality of gemstone, and it's Brazilian. Carla only works with Brazilian Morganite, and that's saying something when you can't get hold of it, that you're then, you know, as a designer saying, okay, I'm only going to create something if I can get that world leading quality. And that's the grade that you're looking at here, £33.95 for that world leading opportunity. 8cm strand, and you've got a full strand of 8cm, so you've got a guarantee of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. You're going to get over 20, I'm saying, to the average on this strand. An absolute treat and a half. Brazilian Minas Gerais Morganite that you've got there, and we did genuinely push to every pound coming off that price tag, so congratulations if you managed to succeed in getting hold of that. Still to come this next hour, so from 9 o'clock we've got another kit, plus on top of that we have Santa Maria Aquamarine, and the aquamarine is extraordinary. Again, we're going to that prime location of Minas Gerais. Again, we're going to a location that actually for most dealers, they don't even ask for Santa Maria these days because it's so unheard of. So we've got a full strand, and I just have to say, that is a real centerpiece for your jewelry collection. So Santa Maria Aquamarine coming your way, and that's happening in the 9 o'clock hour. So I look forward to having your company then. But before that, how about we bring you you not one, not two, but three precious gemstones together. Now, obviously, when we start to talk about precious, we have to identify the fact that there's actually only 4 precious gemstones in the world, and that's a fact. That's not me making, you know, a sweeping statement. There are 4 precious gemstones at current times, because obviously that could change because there's a lot of people pushing for Tanzanite to join the precious status. But in this current moment, there are only 4 precious gemstones in the world: rubies, emeralds, sapphires and diamonds. You're getting 3 of those 4 in this one strand. You've got the luxury of ruby with its beautiful rich reds. You've got the impact of vibrant greens alongside rich colours of sapphires. All together, this wonderful look. Wow, that is low.
That is very low.
Isn't it? Especially when you see the colour richness. You know, if this was insipid, if these colours were delicate, if they were, you know, softer pastel tones, fair dues. But $17.95 for all of this colour. Absolute beauty of a deal. If you would like to join us tonight, don't forget 1 postage and package. So if you bought the book, you paid your postage and packaging, now you're going to add it to your order. You've got a chance to be able to make the most of these deals as we go through the evening. We're live with you through till 10, but you can keep adding to your order through till midnight tonight on that single P&P of just £3.95. $17.95 gives you the freedom of being able to own rubies, emeralds and sapphires in this wonderful arrangement of graduated sizing, 2x1 through to 5x3mm, a full plethora of colour, from vibrancy to richness to boldness, all together this look for $17.95. Absolutely gorgeous colours, bursting with life. Now, when we've talked about gemstones, we really are, wow, oh wow. Oh, wow. Ooh. Now, I'm going to move my body to the right just so that you can get a clean shot of this without anything behind it. Oh, wow. That is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
It's my favourite gemstone.
Is it? Mm. It's amazing topaz.
It is.
It's a gemstone. You know, topaz was the first ever gemstone that I bought.
Was it?
First, with my first ever wage packet. When I came into the jewellery industry, my first ever wage packet was to buy topaz. And I bought it for my mum. I bought a whole suite of jewellery for my mum with my first wage pack, because my mum had watched me on TV for the whole of the time, and she just did wax lyrical about topaz so much, and I just thought, I need to buy her it. And so my first ever wage packet was for topaz for my mum. My second wage packet, topaz for myself. And that is a true fact. About 13, 14 years ago, that is exactly what happened. First month, bought for my mum. Second month, bought for myself. And the thing is that of all the gemstones, it never, I mean, this is 13 years, 14. I mean, I could pick up a phone now and ring my mum, and I would guarantee she would say to you, her topaz looks just as good as it did when I first bought her, as I say, 13, 14 years ago. Because the status of topaz, first of all, it's a really durable gemstone. So it's a hardy gemstone. It sits within the higher echelons of hardness. Morse hardness scale sits that this is, you know, a really, really workable gemstone into jewellery. But it's crisp and it's clean, and because it's got that clarity, and it is a type 1 gemstone, which means you should expect clarity. Because it has that clarity, you can cut it and you can maximise the wow factor of light bouncing inside this gemstone. It really is such a wonderful gem to work. Wow! But look at how many you're getting for that price. And no, see, we can get into our headspace that, you know, though, oh, that's expensive. But actually, in reality, right, and I know that we can do strands for $9.99. I know we can do them for $4.95. I know that we can do other gemstones for less than £10 or less than £20. But the reality is, this is high-grade topaz, and this is not 1 or 2. You normally buy topaz singularly. One stone can cost you hundreds of pounds. That is how it can be. But with this, This strand, you've got huge amounts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. To the centre, I'm already at 20. So if we're saying you're getting to the average 40 of these amazing centerpieces, I mean, that could be the most magnificent statement. 40, 80, 120. So that means what, £3.30, something like that, for each gemstone? It means you can make a topaz pair of earrings with statement topaz for less than £7, less than £8. That would be including the findings. And if you think about going to your local jeweller shop and the price they charge you for a pair of drop topaz earrings, I tell you what, you can pay triple figures for just a single pair of drop topaz earrings. You can do your research. Go and have a look at your local jeweller shop. Next time you're heading out there, you buy this now, you've got a 30-day money back period, 30 days to do your research, 30 days to walk past your local jeweller shop and see the price they charge you for a simple pair of drop style topaz earrings. They can easily charge you a triple figure fee for that kind of quality. And you've got the look, you've got the quality for just $129.95. Massive feature offer there. Huge congratulations. And just think about that, that's less than £7 for each one of those stones. Pardon me, less than £4 for each one of those stones. Before we go anywhere else though, we're going to do one more extra special treat. Hang on a minute. This is natural. And this is from Burma. Okay, so first of all, the word natural. Really, really, really important with sapphire. For some gemstones, it's not quite so, but for sapphire, natural is something that you won't find very often. Again, go to your local jeweller shop and you just check the prices on what they suggest is sapphire, then have a look at the actual facts of what it is, and it's every chance it's synthetic or it's replica or it's heat treated, it's diffused, it's had some kind of treatment to make it a beautiful gemstone, whereas this is natural, untreated. This is nature's colour of sapphire. The second point of call is that it's from Burma. Do you know that all Magok mines, that's Burmese mines right now, are suspended? So there is no gemstone coming from Burma right now. There is not a gemstone being sourced. There's nothing coming from, that's how it was. Now I'm still reading reports and still finding, and obviously it's almost impossible to know what's happening in such locations. But what I can tell you is that the last report that came through, it was via the GIA, but actually the mines were suspended. So actually, not only is this an amazing feat of opportunity for natural sapphire to be yours, but natural Burmese, which is actually not actually being sourced at the moment. It's spectacular, and it's even better when we give you the treat that you're about to see. 2x1 to 5x3 millimetre in this combination of graduated faceted rondelles. All yours for the taking for just $24.95. I mean, natural sapphire. Just do a bit of research, and even if you don't go to your local jeweller shop and you just type in, go online and just type in natural sapphire, and you'll read over and over again, most sapphires are treated. You'll have a look, go to your world leading jewellers, right? They'll charge you hundreds of thousands of pounds, tens of thousands of pounds for natural sapphire. And the reason they do that is because natural sapphire is so difficult to come by. And then to top it off, we go to Burma for this. That makes it even more impressive, even more exciting. £24.95 is all you pay for this fantastic 40 carats of natural qualities of colour. Such an amazing treat. And the thing is, again, with that certificate of authenticity, you've got proof that this is the real deal. You can take this to, sell it to whoever you want to sell it to, whether you're selling it to a friend or to perhaps a stall or a customer that has commissioned a sapphire piece of jewellery. But you've got proof that you're working with natural colours of sapphire from Burma if you get that certificate of authenticity. 25p additional fee for that certificate. If you do want it, just speak to the call centre and they'll happily oblige to give you that option. 40 carats of that luxury offer. We still have a very big treat to come. Santa Maria Aquamarine, the real deal from Brazil. What? And to top it off, we also have some more fantastic inspiration from our Katie, inspiring us with something, now I have to say, something a little bit sparkalicious.
No, they're really sparkly.
Yeah, absolutely dazzling, this next kit, and it's coming up straight after the break.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
We have got the final hour of our live show, Seed Bead Day, Seed Bead. And the nicest thing about Seed Bead Day is that we're bringing you a wonderful arrangement of seed beads, but we're also giving you the inspiration. that was a very roundabout way of saying it's Seed Bead Day. I think I used about 50 words when I could have probably used about 3, couldn't I? Seed bead. I mean, we could have just shown you that. We could have just shown you that, and I've just gone, right then. We've also launched our availability of bead embroidery jewellery projects by the fantastic Jamie Cloud-Eakin. It's all about design, it's about construction, it's about inspiring you with techniques. You get 30 projects, a further 16 variations on those projects, so just shy of 50 various pieces of jewellery you could be making from this book. Launched today at £16.95. So if you would like to add it to your order and at the same time get the beads from this next kit, then the good news is you're good to go. You've got plenty of jewellery to be made. We're starting with a fantastic kit that really inspires that evening glamour instantly. In my mind, you might feel something totally different, but for me, I just get that sense of elegance and sumptuous quality. And perhaps it starts here. Perhaps this is where it all starts in terms of that sumptuous quality of luxury luster. It starts like this. This is an almighty opportunity. I mean, this is huge. You've got here black obsidian faceted cabochons, approximate 25mm this size. So that is a huge opportunity. It's 100 carats guaranteed. Now that means 100 carats could translate into 3 of these cabochons. It could translate into different, because it is 100 carats. We're not guaranteeing quantity, we're guaranteeing carat weight. You're getting the opportunity to have 100 carats sitting within this combination, and they are absolutely spectacular. And I think that's for me where it all begins. The luxury of luster, that wonderful quality of texture really is maximised by that. And then onwards, oh yes, cup chain is always going to give a little bit of razzle dazzle. This is your crystal rhodium plated Swarovski round extended cup chain. You have here this spectacular razzmatazz of each one of the stones bursting out within that cup chain design. It's fabulous look. Length of this, let me just see, it's a 50cm length, so you've got ½ a metre of cup chain Swarovski. There's the razzmatazz instantly, isn't it? Evening glamour, almost, you know, ready for a little bit of perhaps 1920s flair to your jewellery. Well, if you want even more flair, well, we can give you this, because on top of that, we're also bringing you the luxury of not 1 but 2 lots of your Mayukis. Now these are your Mayuki matte seed beads in your 15Os, and you're also going to get your Mayuki round sparkle dark grey lined crystal seed beads. Nice and easy to say there.
Rolls off the
Mayuki
tongue,
round sparkle dark grey light crystals. I mean, to be honest, I mean that is just a lot of words, isn't it? I mean, that's like me, that's me writing the descriptions, isn't it? We could have just said sparkly grey. But oh no, let me tell you exactly what it is. It's very easy to say. It's Mayuki round sparkle dark grey lined crystals. I mean, they are just words together, aren't they? Really, absolutely. These are your 15Os as well. Now to top it off, you've also got this addition of your ultra suede foundation sheet. This is your black onyx ultra suede, so it just has that wonderful luxury edge to finish off. All of this combination adds an instant air of glamour. So if you want a little bit of luxury and you want a little bit of glamour, what about doing it with your brooch pins? So you're going to get your fantastic combination of seed beads and obsidian cabochons and your Swarovski. Plus, on top of that, you're going to get your antique bronze brooch pins. You're going to get a pack of 20, so plenty of brooches and pins to get teeth into. That's not what I meant. But yeah, but you've got plenty of jewellery to be made thanks to this combination. 20 in total, and all for one price tag. So you're getting 20 brooch pins, seed beads, cabochons, cupcake chain, and your ultra suede, all for 20. Oh, I think I said cupcake, didn't I? I do that all the time. I do that all the time. Honestly, I've done it so many times. I get so many messages. I always say cupcake chain, don't I? Sorry about that, but it's just I have cake on my mind. Cup chain is $29.95. The whole kit is $29.99. You do get the cup chain, you've got your Miyuki seed beads, you've got your brooch pins, and you've got 100 carats of your obsidian cabochons, and the ultra suede to top it off for just $29.99. That's 20 pieces of jewellery essentially. Yeah. I mean, even if you don't want to add anything else other than perhaps a little bit of wire or to bring it all together, those little bits and pieces of findings, you've got 20 brooches to be made.
Yeah, or you could use the brooch pins as connectors. So you could make a multi-layer necklace. So if you wanted to go down the steampunk route, you could have these and just use them and use the loops on either end just to do like a 3-layer necklace. And then, so just, you know.
That's a bit funky.
Just think outside the box, don't you?
I like that. Oh no, I like that. But I think in some ways what's interesting is with brooch pins is that, especially coming into the next couple of seasons, you know, autumn into winter, you know, a nice jacket really does, it takes the brooch so beautifully, doesn't it, on a lapel?
It does. I was watching somebody actually on a channel the other day, and there was a skirt, it was like a tartan skirt, and it had like a little bit of a slit down the side, but they said be careful if the wind blows, then you're going to be.
Yes.
So this would be the perfect thing to make a nice brooch, just to pop, you know, down there.
Nice.
So like a nice little feminine kilt pin for.
Yeah,
so there's quite a lot of short skirts and plaid and stuff like that in fashion at the moment. So.
Yeah, so it could actually be not just about a brooch for the lapel, and also I always think with these, because it's the antique bronze, for handbags. You know, a little bit of detail on a handbag. You can imagine. So actually, a brooch again outside of the box is not just a brooch for a lapel for a jacket. It could be for a handbag. It could be for a skirt. It can, you know,
collars,
decorate. So you can have
one on either collar and have
there's loads of options, isn't there? Loads of options. $29.95. So you get 20 brooch pins, and you get everything else, including your cup chain and your Miyuki seed beads, plus you get, and those cabochons are pretty dramatic, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're not shy, are they?
I've not seen them before. I've not seen these cabochons before. They're rather special.
I've had them a couple of times.
And they are flat bottomed as well, and I think that actually for a cabochon that's quite important, isn't it, to have the chance to be able to put it flat against something, especially perhaps you're working with the ultra suede, where you want to have that flat surface to be able to adhere it, or if you want to perhaps encase it, etc. That smooth flat bottom is going to just give that backing or that surface to give you the structure.
Yeah, I mean, I've had these before, but I've glued the two cabochons together, flat side, and then wire worked around it, so it was a 360 sort of
that's
pendant.
amazing.
So these work perfectly for that as well.
Oh, that's a great idea. So you've got all of this look for less than £30. If you would like to add it to your order, and at the same time, if you do want the embroidery book, which is of course the embroidery projects book with your seed beads, if you do want to add that to your order, then now's your time to do so. £16.95 for the book. If you would like to make the most of it, now is the chance to be able to access it. The code for the book is TWMD89. So if you are thinking about that as an add it to your order alongside the kit is AHXC10, then you can do so right now for 1p&p. Right. Tell me what you're going to show me. Oh, look at that for a gorgeous... That's almost like a medal.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Oh, wow. That's so gorgeous.
So I have had a kit very similar, and it was. I will put some pictures up on my Facebook page of the things that I made with it. I actually did a eye patch because we had a pirate day, and I did an eye patch that was
wow.
You know, very similar to that. So
wow, fab.
so, you know, just little things like that. If you know, because some people do wear eye patches, and
Oh,
if
yeah,
they're
yeah,
going
yeah.
out, they might want to have a nice fancy
Yeah, yeah,
one.
yeah.
So, you know, why wouldn't you? But
And actually, for children, there's my niece, in fact, two of my nieces from my husband's side and my side, each one of them has had to wear eye patches at different times. And actually, they get so much pleasure out of the decoration of a pretty eye patch. And it wouldn't be a bad idea, just thinking about it, if you did decorate it, you know, make it a little bit princessy.
Yeah.
I mean, especially my younger niece, she would love that. So it's not a bad idea at all, really, especially with the black and the sparkle.
yeah, definitely. I mean, this is just another example of what you can do. I mean, I've used shibori ribbon with this as well, but this is just another example of what you can do with your cabochons and things. So if you've got a bit of the shibori ribbon, you can use that, but we've got like the cabochon in there, and we've literally just used the seed beads in and around.
Gorgeous.
So just to make a nice brooch there.
Yeah,
so
that's a wonderful brief.
just a little example there. So I'm just going to show you a couple of techniques with the cup chain and incorporating the seed beads into that.
Okay.
So I've already gone ahead and cut some of the cup chain. Now it's really easy to cut. I just used my just normal wire cutters. But when you do cut, there is like a tiny little, where the links are, there's a little link in there. If you cut right up to the edge of the cup chain or the cup and the crystal, it will, it's like a T bit that sits in there to keep the links together. That will then drop out, so you can discard that and then it's not going to look messy. So what I have done is I've literally just laid my cup chain loose onto the backing fabric. Now this is one of the stitches actually that Vicky actually alluded to in the book earlier on, and this is what is known as a couching stitch. Whether or not it's the same couching stitch as in seed beading, this is a couching stitch that you use in embroidery. So it probably is the same kind of thing. So if you're using French wire, for example, this is the way you would attach it to your ultra suede. So we've literally just used our thread, and I'm just going to go over the link there, and we're, if you imagine this to be French wire as well, this would then fall in between the coils of the gizmo. And I don't know how easy, I probably should have got a lighter thread, but this thread is going to sit in between, and then that literally just couches in between there, and it's not going to go anywhere. So we're going to come back up to this side, and we'll do this very same again. So, and then move that over, and because the links are quite large, we are going to use the seed beads to hide our workings, so to speak. So even though we've got a black thread and it's a black ultra suede, you can still see the thread through the rhodium plated links. So we want to kind of hide what we've done. So I'll just put that down there. So how we're going to do that is, if I just come back up this side here, I've got some of the seed beads here, so I'll go with the grey ones. So I'm going to pick up 5 of these, the 15 O's in the grey, shiny grey one.
Let me just read that out. That is, boys, can you put the specifics on? That's it. That is the round, sparkled, dark grey lined crystal seed beads I think you're talking about.
Yes, those ones.
That's it. Thought so. Thought that's what you meant.
Okay, so I've got 5 of those, and that is just about enough, and that will then just sit. I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick that up on camera too. If you have a look.
Oh yes.
Just in there, it's just going to cover. Just there, you can sort of see the
link,
the thread. But where I've covered it, it just hides it all and just creates just a little bit of a neater finish.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that all the way down to there. You know, I mean, we can do it, and I'm just going to alternate in the black as well. So if I just do the black one more, and then I can move on to the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring this round. I do love all the sort of military is it military? I can't say it. military things.
Yes.
What do they call it? Is it militariana or something like that, isn't it? Militaria. That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah. But I do like all that sort of thing in fashion. So, and because my husband used to be in the forces and he got his long service good conduct medal, I never got anything, and I was like, well, I've been married to you all these years. I think I should get a medal as well.
Did you stay here, or did you have to travel around?
No, I travelled with him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I've been to so many lovely places.
Yeah.
So we've just now used our seed beads there just to create a nice pattern there. So if I show camera 2 there, you can see the difference on either side.
Yes.
It just neatens it up.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
nicely.
it? Yeah, it does.
Okay, so now we're going to attach the brooch pin to the top. Now I've just added in a little bit of 0.25 wire, no, 0.4 wire. And what we're going to do is, because it's the antique bronze, it will kind of blend in. So to begin with, I'm just going to grab my round nose pliers and we're going to do a wrap loop as we did previously in our other demonstration. So just create a loop, and then I'm just going to hold on to the top and wrap that round a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just cut off the excess. Then what I'm going to do is just come round to the top here, and I'm popping the wire in front, just holding on to that, and then I'm just going to grab where I've made the loop, and we're just going to wrap around the top a couple of times. And as we come to the top, you want your loop to be facing east-west, not north-south. And then I'm just going to grab the rest of it, just wrap around a couple of times. 1 and 2, and that's going to disappear in the back there. So if I just bring that down to there, we'll just make sure we cut the right bit. There we are. Bring that up then. There we go. So we've now got that pointing east to west. So on here, if you wanted to, you could put a jump ring, but because we haven't got any jump rings, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in quite close to the top here, and we're just going to give that a little snip. And as you can see, we've created a little bit of a jump ring just there. So just be very gentle, pull that open as you would do a normal jump ring, and then you're just literally going to slip that on and then bring that back up, and you won't be able to see the join now because it's all close together. And then you would do the exact same thing onto the other side, and then that will then hang.
Brilliant.
As we've done on the other one, and then you just get the get your gemstone and glue it on, hence why I had the glue all over my hands earlier on. But
right, okay.
So that is what I have done. I've literally just glued the gemstone onto the backing fabric, and that's it. So you know, you can go anywhere with that sort of design. So
yeah, it really creates something different, doesn't it? And I do love the cup chain, because it does add that
it's
added, you know, a sparkle, that moment of wow.
Definitely,
isn't it?
You know, I mean, you've got the likes of Alexander McQueen, Butler and Wilson, and people like that are doing these kind of designs and incorporating it into, you know, if you just buy a normal denim jacket from anywhere, you know, just pop one of these on and you've got yourself a really nice, bespoke, expensive looking, you know, piece of clothing.
And you're right, I think that the edge of the military feature, like you've created almost just that almost nod, it adds a little bit of a twist of contemporary to what could be probably quite a traditional look, doesn't it?
Yes.
It really does play with that idea. Fantastic opportunity here to be able to create 20 different brooches, don't forget, because that's 20 brooch pins that you get. You've got 100 carats of your black obsidian cabochon, so that's, for us, we had 3 in ours, so that perhaps we say to the average you could be getting 3. Then you get your cup chain, that's 1/2 metre, and then you got your Miyuki seed beads, that's your Miyuki seed beads in your sparkle dark grey lined crystal in your 15 nose. Plus, on top of that, we also have the further sparkle down dark grey ones as well. So those together for $29.95. And we were talking about the eye patch earlier on that Katie had made, and that's the eye patch that you did with the same principles of design.
It's exactly the same. And as I said earlier on about incorporating your wire work into your seed beading as well. See, I've just done a couple of swirls, but I've literally just sewn those in. So, yeah.
I think that's wicked. It's such a cool idea. It's brilliant. I know, it's just such a brilliant idea. And this is the whole point with jewellery making, is just that actually you can do the traditional, you can follow the patterns. If you want to do that, then that's fine. Yeah. But actually, it's really nice to know that you don't have to conform. You can come up with something totally different and really style it to your own wants. And and it's almost, it's a bit like with Jamie Cloud Eakin, and she says, you know, this is not about giving you the step-by-step, which is what you do get, but it's about giving you step-by-step that then hopefully gives you the confidence to then go out and explore new designs of your own, create your own interpretations of these pieces of jewellery. And that's the point, is that this is about personal, this is about doing something that's right for you, and there is no right and there is no wrong, so it's even better. And that's why I love jewellery making so much, because it is about what you want to create. So if you do want the book, by the way, it's still available. £16.95 is all you pay. It's 30 separate stylish projects, plus a further 16 variations on those, and hopefully giving you lots of inspiration to create your own unique jewellery on top. It includes step-by-step instructions that can give you the chance to make loop-to-loop necklaces, whimsical collar necklaces, fringe drop wire earrings, plus marquise magic bracelets. So all of that comes as part of the book. So loads, and at the very, very back there's a technique index. So if you want just a quick reminder of what it is, you know, a couch stitch, etc. Back up, so it's really, really a very well thought out book indeed. So if you would like to join us, £16.95 is all you pay. Free phone number that you can dial. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com. And if you've already bought from us today, you paid your post and packaging, this will just be an add it to your order. You don't have to pay another another payment of post and packaging. It's 1p&p for the whole day. What is the word that I was thinking of? Subsequent.
Yeah,
that was the word.
I knew what you were.
Yes.
You were for.
Right, we have got last chance deals coming your way now. Everything is quite simply on and gone opportunities. Right then, we're going to go straight to the first deal, and I believe, I haven't seen this for this is definitely last of stock. Very, very limited opportunity that you have here. A fantastic quality of colour. Look at this. You've got here your feature qualities, 24-inch that you have here of your kiwi wire. A big treat that we can bring you. On and gone, this one. Literally going to put it to air, and I'm going to think it's going to be a sell-out deal. It is yours for the taking. Oh, system says no. Okay, we just literally, our computer is having a bit of a moment. I'm not even going to say that price. I'm not even going to say that price. I'm not even going to say it. Where are we going next? Of course we are. Let's go here. White colour copper wire. And the nice thing is that, again, going into this next couple of seasons, this is going to be really, really handy. Yeah. It's the kind of wire that you always need around Christmas time. If you want to do, like perhaps the traditional white and red, you know, designs, you've got it.
Definitely, if you wanted to do a wirework snowman, you've got loads of, you know, loads of opportunities here.
So this is your 0.25, so it's your 0.25 mil, which gives plenty of scope for weaving, for threading, for binding, all of that. You're getting 100 metres. Think Christmas, and think about how many times you could use the wire. For example, even if you're just going to do some really nice baubles of seed beads or those kind of things, and you just need, you want the wire. It's Christmas wire, essentially, isn't it?
Well, if you wanted to do something a little bit more contemporary, when I do like a little display in my kitchen window, and actually with this, I would literally just take bits
snowballs
and just and then just have different snowballs hanging in it, like on a monofilament, and just have that in the window.
Nice,
so,
that's nice. I bet you've got a really creative, like kind of one of those houses that I'll walk past and go, I've got a friend who's so creative, and she literally showed me one of her shelves, and I had shelf envy. Like, she just had everything in it. I mean, genuinely, like, my shelves are literally just shelves. Her shelves are just like this collage of amazing things that just go together. And I was like, how do you have shelf envy? But, you know, that's what I had. Where are we going to next? We're going to your... There's lots. Okay, I think it's this one. So this is your gold colour stainless steel beading thread. This is your 1 mil gauge though. So this is your thick beading thread. This is not your average beading thread that you'd use for, you know, for every day. This is much more of your solid beading thread, isn't it? So if you do, you've got 50 metres. Sorry about the little the graphic error there. Yeah. Nanometers. That's 50 metres, so forgive our additional N on this one. But it's 50 metres, I presume, for just is that right? It's 50 metres for £4.95.
That's really good. Now,
that
again,
is right.
Talking for Christmas, you could use this for putting your Christmas cards on. So on either side, and then just have your Christmas cards.
Yeah. See, you put your Christmas cards up and everything, don't you? And you make them a decoration and everything.
I only ever get 2.
Make it 3 this year. I'll get you one. Let's bring you your rose-coloured plated copper wire, beg your pardon. You have here, this is 10 metres, lovely colour. I mean, really singing colour of that rose petal tone. Rose gold plated, and it's 10 metres of 0.8 mil gauge. Again, straight down to price, £4.95. These are all last of stock offerings, on and gone quantities. Deals that literally are essentially just, you'll not see them again. We're just showing you the last of stock. So if you want a chance to get a hold of them, there they are. This is yours. £4.95 is all you pay. This is your 0.8 mil gauge, and you're getting 10 metres of this rose gold, and it is very much rosy. You know, it's definitely, I know we do different shades of rose gold these days. This is much more along the rose rather than the gold, if that makes more sense. It's definitely got a pinkier hue to the finishing. £4.95 is all you pay for this deal. And again, we are expecting this to be a sellout deal. We're in single quantity figures left on this opportunity, and all yours for the taking. And I do have to remind, I mean, the one thing we have to acknowledge is that rose gold finishing, whether it's more rose than gold or more gold than rose, very, very popular.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really popular within the design world, and you've got that designer quality. Then we add to this, see, back to the Christmas theme. Purple is such a rich colour for Christmas, isn't it? Put it with gold, you know, if you put those two together, I'm instantly there thinking, yep, there's... And it's really strange, isn't it? Because when you see it like this, you go, why on earth are we putting this in clearance? We should hold on to this. And I mean, honestly, if we got another, maybe a month down the line, Christmas show, and you'd go, it's a great Christmas wire. You know, that's the thing, is that we're not doing that though. We're saying this is last of stock. You've got 100 metres of your 0.8 mil gauge in this wonderful luxury shade of purple for just £17.95. And it is a luxury, lavish colour, isn't it?
It is. It's very opulent. It's beautiful.
Going to go nicely with so many different gemstones as well, so many different varieties of jewellery to be created. You know, we're talking about, you know, working with cabochons, and a 0.8 mil is a perfect gauge for holding gemstones into place, aren't they?
Absolutely, definitely. I mean, 0.8 is a really versatile gauge anyway, because if you are going to be wire wrapping, or if you're going to be making earrings or anything like that, you want to keep the colour story going throughout the whole piece, so you can make your findings with this as well. So
totally. 100 meters there. Congratulations. Straight to oh, I think it must be this one.
No, that one.
This one.
Yeah.
10 meters of gold plated. I do beg your pardon, I didn't hear the gold plated part. I was going, well, this is not copper wire because it's not copper colour, but this is gold plated. Beg your pardon, I do beg. Wayne had said that 3 times in my ear, but I just didn't hear the gold plated part, so I was going, nope, I haven't got that there. It must be this one. No, it's 10 meters of gold plated, got it, soft copper wire in your 0.6 mil gauge. Soft copper wire, good for what? What I mean, what we're talking about, why? What's the difference between the soft copper wire?
Well, it's obviously it's going to be a lot more malleable than your normal wires, but it will harden up, like work harden, the more you use it. So, but it's just a nice soft consistency to begin with.
Is this a good wire to start wire working?
Yeah, this is a great one. If you want to sort of delve into the world of wire work, this is a really good one to go for.
Oh, that's interesting. And actually, for the price tag, 10 meters for £3.95,
yeah,
you don't have to be too worried about making mistakes and things like that, do you? £3.95. We've got 4 left. That's not the quantity we started with. That's the quantity we have left available for you to take advantage of. £3.95. Congratulations if you've already joined us. I've got buyers joining us in Dumfries and Galloway. I've got Arizona. I've got Bristol confirmed on this. It's £3.95. Check out your baskets on this one. This will be another sellout deal of the day. £3.95 for your last of stock. You've got 10 meters of this gold-plated soft copper wire, and that soft, I guess, means malleable, which means easy to work with. And therefore, if you are looking to just, you know, get a feel for wire work, this is the way to do it, and gives you that opportunity to really, I guess, in some ways, make mistakes and not be too precious, because it's cost you £3.95 for 10 meters. Everybody checks out. That will be a sellout deal. Congratulations. Now that we're going to this gorgeous multicolour wire. I've looked at this a couple of times and just thought, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's so funky. And actually, it is wire as much as it is anything else. It is ribbon, but as you can see here, if I hold it there, I mean, it's holding its structure because it is wire. It's not ribbon. It's ribbon via a wire thread. And you've got that gorgeous arrangement of colours here, all multicolour. It's yours with a 24-inch length in approximately 20 millimetre gauge, and yours for just £10.95. I mean, that's glorious, isn't it?
I mean, you could pop, if you didn't want to wire wrap, you can pop that into there. I'll just flip that over to that side.
Oh no, that's cool.
And then you've got yourself a bezel set.
Oh no, that's very cool.
Oh, it took ages doing that.
That's brilliant.
And it will hold it. It will hold it.
Oh, it's just netting it. Because can you see how you've got the double runway of the wire that side, and then it's like a netting.
Yeah.
So actually, the netting is what's cushioning That's brilliant. I mean, for somebody like me, that's actually really cool, because I'm so scared of doing that kind of, you know, wire work or trying to create a nest or anything like that. Straight on we go, and I'm just going to, there we are. Take a look. Oh wow, beautiful. Now this is what you'd call soft and delicate colours of amethyst. You know, really beautifully light in tone. You've got here your amethyst and citrine together in an ametrine mix. Ametrine is the mix between amethyst and citrine. Sometimes you'll see the divide quite specifically, the purples to the pinks. the purples to the pinks and to the yellows. But here, as you can see here, you've got the softer tones of colour coming through. Still seeing the contrast, but actually a little bit more in a delicate form, much more pastel intonations. £4.95 is all you pay. £4.95 for ametrine. What a treat that is. An amazing opportunity that you have here, and yours for the taking. To be able to see big stones like that, just that on its own, coming in at that price point, it's so impressive. To then see a full strand, you can see in this piece where you can see that lovely yellow hue just bursting through at the top and then almost graduating into the purples at the base. Gorgeous looks like this, really making a difference to you. £4.95. Now, obviously I've mentioned it a couple of times and I'm very excited to be able to now deliver it to you. We are talking about exclusive access to a gemstone that quite simply is pretty much museum worthy these days. Santa Maria Aquamarine, the definitive colour of aquamarine, the luxury of location, and all for you, for your jewellery making. I mean, that's incredible. So, Santa Maria Aquamarine is the ultimate depth of aquamarine colour. It quite simply is, according to pretty much any kind of reports, whether you're going to go to the GIA, the IGS, whether you go to places like the Jewellery, they'll all talk about the depth of colour to aquamarine from the Santa Maria region. Now, we talked about Minas Gerais Morganite last hour. Now we talk about the exact same state. We're talking about the same genre of gemstones. So we're talking about the beryl family, but now the echelons of luxury go even higher, because Santa Maria is the definitive location for this gemstone. For most collectors, it is a defining, one would call it perhaps par exemplar of aquamarine colouring. But it's not the everyday, and that's why I guess in some ways this is an elite opportunity, because if you asked most people in the gem trade to describe aquamarine, they wouldn't actually describe Santa Maria, because this is so much more rich, this is so much more dramatic than your average colours. The tonal quality from Santa Maria, what I mean by that is the depth of colour that you have here is so significant. It really does stand out. It gives you an utter indulgence of quality, total quality all the way. And this look, no doubt about it, is going to be a highlight for your jewellery collection, an absolute triumph of a look to work with. And I think that's the thing about this is that you're going to be working with this world-class piece. You're going to be creating jewellery for yourself, or giving this as a gift, or selling it, whatever it is. But you are working with the elite of the aquamarine world. I mean, Santa Maria is a defining depth of colour to aquamarine. Think about the gemstones that you've seen from us before from aquamarine. Think about the softer tones, the lighter tones, the pastel tones, the baby blues. That's what you expect from aquamarine, and that's not what this is. That's why Santa Maria is your par exemplar. That's why Santa Maria is the something different for your aquamarine collection. And you're about to see why you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, because we are bringing you 23 carats of what can only be classified as world leading colours of aquamarine for £129. And when we start to talk about £129 for not just one single stone of Santa Maria, but for 23 carats of Santa Maria aquamarine, that's when this really becomes a true focal point for collectors and for gem lovers as much as it is for jewellery designers. And that's the thing about this. This is, and in some ways I think we often forget, not only are we jewellery makers, we're now gemstone collectors when we have access to this kind of noteworthy stone of choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are the sort of things, I've said it before, that I have a shadow box at home, and with strands like this, I just literally just have them in the shadow box, and I just leave them there just to look at. I don't do anything with them, because to me it's my little miniature museum, you know, it's fabulous.
I think everybody underestimates that gemstones are potentially, you know, legacies. And, you know, this grade of gem from this location with a certificate of authenticity, I would classify it as a legacy piece of jewellery you're going to be making. I'd call it a heritage item. And that's because the state of this gemstone availability is pretty much nil and void. Santa Maria used to be, maybe a decade ago, an elite gemstone that was still available to some gemstone collectors. But actually now, years down the line, that is not the case. This is a gemstone collector's item, but it is now a gemstone collector's item that is not a prevalent, accessible gemstone to the trade. Sorry, all I'm going to say to you is £129 is all you pay for this treat. This is a luxury opportunity. This is a collector's offer, and if you've put into your basket on these kind of deals, you've got to check out. You can't afford to miss out on something as significant as this type of piece. And then, of course, for 25p, get your certificate of authenticity. I would personally, I'd get this made, or I'd get this made into a piece of jewellery, maybe a nice classic bracelet, a feature for the necklace. All I'd do is get it made up, and I'd take it straight to my jewellers to get it valued. That is my instinct on this piece, because I've got the proof it's Santa Maria, I've got the proof of the quality, you can see it for yourself. I'd add, obviously, you know, sterling silver as the minimum to my findings, and then I'd find out the price tag.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect.
Because Santa Maria is the defining quality of aquamarine, and therefore I'd want to know what they expected of that piece of jewellery that I'd made. And I wouldn't make just one piece of jewellery, because obviously I'd make a bracelet, and then with this kind of length I've got the chance to be able to make earrings, I've got the chance perhaps to do a multiple of opportunities. If you wanted to, because of the size of the stones, you could actually make a Santa Maria aquamarine ring. You could actually create something like that. I mean, that's pretty special.
That certainly is. That's really nice. Channel set ring like that. That'd be beautiful, yeah.
Wouldn't it? I mean, but it's Santa Maria. And that's the thing. It's that defining quality. If you do want to get this home and you want to try, you know, try for yourself in the different light sources, etc., because I know that's really important, and you're right, you want to do that, you get a 30-day money-back period. 30 days that says, OK, if it's not right, send it back. Your money goes back into your account. No questions asked. So if you are looking to see this for the quality of what is defining Santa Maria tone, no problem, 30 days for you to make that choice. If it's not right, send it back. Your money goes back into your account. No questions. Please do check out your baskets on that deal. Please don't miss out on those kind of one-off opportunities. Straight to another big deal, and it's a big deal because this is a stacked strand. I mean, this is a fully loaded strand of gemstones, isn't it? This is bringing you richness. This is giving you that gorgeous, almost bottle of red wine indulgence of colour. We started with phyllo pastry and champagne. We're ending on a bottle of red wine. That is a good night.
That is a very good night.
It's a headache, but it's also a good night. £4.95. £4.95? My goodness me. £4.95. Red garnet in your plain irregular drops that you have. This is the 30cm strand, and in that 30 centimetres we have loaded this strand with gemstones to work with. Little drops, you know, pairs of earrings. You could do a nice, maybe a simple charm bracelet, you know, you don't need a lot to make an impact with this grade of gemstone, especially when you've got the different sizes and shapes to work with.
Yeah, I mean, the value for that and the length of the strand is amazing. I mean, I would use this for doing like a waterfall style necklace. So, you know, just have it navel length and then just use the gemstones and just have them cascading down. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The colour is amazing.
When you've got the little spaces as well, I mean, it just gives you even more of potential, doesn't it? Absolutely fantastic quality. Less than £5 there. That's the way to bring it to you. Ooh, look at that onyx.
Oh, it's fabulous. I do love our onyx. It's the glow. It just glows to me.
Such a bright gemstone, isn't it? Such a really exciting gemstone to have. This has never been seen before. This is brand new today.
Oh.
Ooh. Brand new and £4.95. Again, look at the length that you're getting. Look at how many gemstones you're getting. You're getting 30 centimetres of gemstones for £4.95. And that colour is uplifting.
Yeah, it is. It's really uplifting.
It is just invigorating, it's vibrant, it's exciting. £4.95. And when you think about £5 and how much jewellery you could be making, I mean, even if we're not even stopping at 5, this is brand new. We don't need to go lower. But we do anyway. We go to £3.95. How many bracelets? I reckon you can make 3 bracelets.
Yeah.
That's 3 bracelets, each bracelet costing you £1.33. And of that, you then just need a little bit of elastic to make that into a feature piece of jewellery. Job done. I mean, literally, job done. And for £1.30, you don't go to your local jeweller shop, you know, with £1.50 in your pocket and go, oh, I'll have a nice gemstone piece of jewellery, please. Oh, will you? Okay. Yeah, hop it. Yeah. That's what we say, wouldn't they? Exactly. Hop it. All right. I'm not sure they'd say that, but you know, they'd probably be thinking it.
Yes.
3x2 to 8x5 millimetre. Granville. That's it. Why I never. £3.95 is all you pay for this fantastic, really enhancingly uplifting colour for your jewellery designs. Congratulations, Valerie. Anne-Marie, you've got yours. Philip has joined me. Carol, congratulations to you. There's loads of people there. Yeah, congratulations, one and all. Let's go to...
Ooh,
it's another good strand full of Labradorite, one of our top selling gemstones here. Again, with those irregular plain drops, you've got top drill, which means, what do you mean? What? We're at £3.95. Oh my life, £3.95 is already paid. 40 centimetre strand, this one. Now granted, you've got a couple of, you know, you've got little tube spacers on that, but that is still 40 centimetres. That is full of gemstone opportunity. Absolutely spectacular for £3.95. Hold those lines for me and congratulations if you've added to your order. One post in packaging, so if you have bought anything today, including the book, good news is you've paid your P&P. Now you can add this deal and so many more to your order. So many chances to make the most of this P&P. Congratulations. I would actually put this with...
Yeah.
I'd put those two together.
Yeah, I would. That's lovely.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Greens and greys. And what's lovely is that actually you've got such clarity to the green amethyst. I mean, you've really got that openness, haven't you?
Yeah, I love this.
It's £3.95 again. Oh. Sorry, Katie, I didn't mean to interrupt there, but it just came up as £3.95 and I thought it best to just say, I mean, my life.
Wow,
green amethyst, this wonderful praise you like with clarity. Absolutely delightful. £3 £3.95 is all you pay.
Yeah. And if you're doing craft fairs or anything like that for over Christmas, this is a great way to give a little free gift. So you could write something about the gemstone itself, pop that onto a little card, and then when they've made their purchase, you could say, oh, here's a little insider knowledge of gemstone knowledge, and then you could, for £3.95, you know.
Yeah, because if you think about it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and maybe a third
Yeah.
of the way there, 20, 40, 60. There's over 60. There's got to be
Yeah.
over 60 gemstones there
So
for
it's a good way of,
£3.95.
like, just showing people that, you know, amethyst comes in different colours as well, so...
Gorgeous, what a
Yeah.
great idea. At £3.95 is all you pay for a huge opportunity, whether it be that you play with these individually, you work them together. To be honest, you can buy 2 or 3 strands and make the most of that kind of pricing. But I do like that Labradorite, the green and the grey looks great, doesn't it? Absolutely glorious. Let's go to, oh, now I like this gemstone. And these again are your graduated irregular plain drops. You've got the richness of colour that you just translate into a Tanzanite quality of violets. And no, you don't do iolite for less than £5. No way. Wowzers. I mean, that really is. This is brilliant. This is iolite, a gemstone that we're going all the way to I believe it's the Bay of Bengal that you source iolite from in India. And that's incredible at £3.95, isn't it? Just the travelling, just literally, just going to get the gemstone and then coming back. I mean, obviously we don't do it per strand. You know, we just don't do that, do we?
They do. They send all us guest designers out there.
Do they?
One at a
I was
time,
thinking you were looking like, perky.
You know, that's why we're sort of like come on different days, you know, because one's doing, and then we high five each other on the swap over, and then that's it.
Wow. Wow. New insight into Jewellery Maker.
There you
there.
go. A little bit of a.
I've worked here all this time and I didn't know that, Katie. Now, this one, you don't do what you have done so far. This one you can't. I can't pick up citrine. And no, you definitely promised me, right? So don't believe you. Just don't believe you. Wayne just said he doesn't believe himself either. Citrine, brand new, graduated plate. That is just absolutely absurd, absolutely ridiculous. The price of citrine at the moment is not reflected in this price tag. I can guarantee that I do not expect to see citrine, especially when you've got some materia tones there, you've got those citrus colours bursting out. You don't expect to see citrine like this for that price tag. I mean, again, going back to what you were saying, take one of those gemstones, make a little bit of a feature of it. It's costing you pennies. But in reality, you pay just £3.95. That's it. Hold the phone lines. Don't hang up on this deal. A fantastic gemstone of happiness. You've got the, I'm thinking, for £3.95. I mean, that looks lovely, doesn't it?
That's gorgeous.
A little bit of sunshine on your neckline.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And I mean, because you've had so many irregular drops, we've done the green amethyst. Look.
Perfect. Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's a bit of citrus sunshine, isn't it?
That's lovely.
Yeah, isn't that? So you could do that. That reminds me of spring. But actually, what about if we then add in, let's add in the Labradorite. Because you could just play with those, because they're all of the same top drilled irregular drops.
Yeah.
What about that? £3.95 for each one of those strands. So if you do want to add to your order, you can add to your order as many times as you like on each one of those strands, and it's 1p&p for the whole day. Now we are going straight to these dramatic pieces. Now, you know how we've had this fantastic feature book offered tonight. There are a number of projects within this book that require, those discs or centre stones. If I just show you a couple of what I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm just going to pop that down. But if I just show you pieces like this, you could actually, if you wanted to do something featured like that, you could actually use these and then use just some black and white seed beads and create something different like that. So you've got the chance to be able to create a number of the techniques. If you want the book, it's £16.95. That's £16.95 for the book. That is your chance to get this Bead Embroidery Jewellery Projects book by Jamie Cloud-Eakin, an amazing combination of 30 projects and 16 further variations within that one book for £16.95. And if you want to add the detail of your mother of pearl, black and silver snakeskin print flat coins, then it's £5.95. So that's £5.95 is all you're paying. You're getting a lot. I mean, you're not just talking ones and twos, you're getting a lot on that deal. If you want this deal, then I would absolutely recommend that you add this to your order, okay? So you can add it to your order now, £16.95 for the project book, which gives you so much insight and hopefully practical ideas. I have to say a big thank you to you. It's been lovely to have you. When are you with us next?
Monday on the mid-show next
week. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you then. I'll be back with you. I believe I'm with you on Sunday mid-show, so I'm looking forward to that as well. So you take care of yourself, whatever you're up to. Grab hold of that book while it's available. Take care of yourself. Thanks to the team. Bye-bye.